It's recorded.
All right.
Oh, actually, give me a second.
Well, y'all were about to leave this tiny little community behind. I'd say it was going to be in your rearview mirror, but y'all don't have rearview mirrors back then. Haven't been invented yet. Actually, they hadn't. Did you know there was a woman who actually invented a rearview mirror?
That's pretty cool.
Shocking.
Not really. She held her compact up to the idiot that was driving and said, "Here, look." He's like, pretty close to that anyway.
That makes sense.
But y'all do finally leave behind this town so they can begin to pick up the pieces. Y'all feel like y'all probably done a little bit of good while you were here. It was very interesting, and you definitely want to be on your way before any other trouble starts up, especially with the fact that y'all now know exactly how much you're being hunted.
Yes.
When the Gray Ladies showed up, they were showing up looking for John. But once they saw the rest of
That's
you...
Mike's character, right?
Yeah. Yep, John Tucker, I think his last name is. But
I made a mistake. I actually have 8 XP. I was looking at my expert when I said 3.
Oh, Lord.
oh no, man, look at you,
XP.
just sandbagging XP. I tell you what.
Well, we stopped playing, and then I meant to...
Spend them.
I actually meant to spend them, but then we went to Anthony's game,
Yep.
and then I haven't even looked at this character sheet. I was just
Gotcha.
focused on making my other one.
Which we'll get back to like June 2nd. Now, I don't know what plans you guys have got for Memorial Day weekend.
I'm being out of town.
Most people are.
Okay.
That's why I kind of figured with it being Memorial Day weekend, there was no point in us really planning on playing. I'd be honest, I wouldn't mind taking that weekend to kind of maybe kick out a little bit or do a little something with my family.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I won't be here.
What are we talking about?
Talking about you just being late. Be here, be talked about, man. I tell you what. Oh, I also
My mail. Yay. Mail.
Are we just talking about how the Gray Ladies was coming after you?
Oh.
Yep.
We just bopped them in our mission to get up out of town because there's some stuff coming out. Actually, don't worry about that XP. I forgot to mark off all my XP when I had upgraded to tier 3.
That's okay.
So
You're
I
tier
actually
3?
don't think I have any XP.
Bullshit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
No
even
worries,
halfway
man.
through tier 1.
And actually, it's not John. It's Thomas Ford. I messed
Thomas,
his name
that's
up.
what it is, Thomas.
Yeah, I messed his name up.
We haven't played the old gods in a while. So.
Yeah, we are coming back to it almost 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
All right.
So I actually don't have any XP. I'm just tier 3.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pick up.
These people never fucking stop.
Maybe I should have given you that afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
I was just trying to move it out of the way.
You get fucking audited?
What, North Carolina Department of Revenue?
I had to resubmit all my W-2s.
We are recording.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the recorder sitting out there.
Sorry, this is too
Tell us
I
how.
was just-
So listen, what you did to cheat on your taxes, don't mention it out loud right now. We're recording.
If they know how much money they want from me, why don't they just give me a number?
I know, but we can't talk about the weed farm.
They pull up our
Dang
old guys.
government ruins everything.
When they take you to court, they play back our old guys.
That's how I know you don't know who I am. 'cause
Oh man, we found this.
I'm going to tell you right now, they pull up one of our sessions to use in court, and the judge is going to be like, and you're telling me these people were smart enough to commit tax fraud. These people.
These are the
It's not
criminal
first-
masterminds.
It's not the first fraud I've committed, so, but that's not the point.
Only
I
a
didn't
minor
commit tax
infraction.
All right.
Yep, let's get to it.
Rabbit does appear on the road in front of y'all with a bit of the wind changing direction as the 4 of you are finally leaving the holler.
What do rabbit? It just looks like a regular rabbit.
It's like a huge
oh,
rabbit,
yeah,
and you're almost
yeah.
comprised of different rabbits, like all pushed together into its hide, and a massive creature that's about basically kind of the size of a buffalo, really. Although
That's a big rabbit.
it is a big rabbit.
And turn rabbit at that point.
Yes, the upgrade term is Bugs Bunny.
And is it in our rear view mirror or is it in the front of us?
No, he's
well.
appearing in front of you, actually.
Are we walking?
Yes, we are walking.
Okay.
I mean, they have the fact that you could have
Wanted that
possibly gotten. Yeah, the car left.
Yeah,
The car rolled out on y'all.
You just have more than one of them.
Wasn't the Rabid Rabbit supposed to be my patron? That I didn't. Isn't that what we ended up saying last session?
No, Rabbit wasn't your patron.
I thought that's where the God juice came from. No.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Hey, there you go. That is Rabbit.
I see it in this hide. It's got little rabbits in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you send that in Discord when I upload this. Use it as my video background.
Gotcha. Red eyes gleaming in y'all's direction. The voice that kind of comes across, it sounds like a multitude of voices all speaking at the same time, okay? All of them combining together into just almost like a chorus of a sound that comes out that would be impossible to mimic without some sort of major reverb going on. But it's just the fact that this spirit embodies victims that have been taken advantage of, that have been hunted, prey, that sort of things. That's the sort of spirits that have all combined together in order to form Rabbit. And it doesn't necessarily make them all good, you know. Not just because something ate you, just because you were somebody's victim, doesn't mean that you were a saint. But for the most part, it seems to have a certain level of benevolence and at least understanding of what it is to be the underdog. You keep traveling the direction that you are going, and you're going to bump into your friends again. Next time, it will be all three of them that you face. The little bit of respect that I could garner from them prevented an all-out battle within Laurel Gap. But once you leave this gap, they are waiting. At least on the path that this road goes.
Do you happen to know a different route?
I can get you away from here, but the spirits will guide you from there. You will end up in a place you need to be, but perhaps not where you want to be. But I'm sure wherever you end up, it won't be where they're expecting, which is a few hundred meters down this journey.
Is he pointing in a direction?
He's just looking over
Yeah,
his shoulder,
that's
like
what- okay.
like the
Indirect.
little wagon road that you guys are moving up on in the woods, and he's just basically saying they're waiting.
Yeah.
You know, y'all keep going this way. You're gonna run into all three of them, and then that's on y'all. But
What? I don't think we're prepared to fight three at one time. So, the point is probably best to take the direction.
I'm mostly tapped out, and we're going to need to find some place to resupply.
So the point is in the right direction.
turn to your right. Look east. See two willows growing within an arm's width of each other. Pass between those willows. You'll come out where you need to be. Away from here. Away from those who hunt you. I doubt that Studebaker of theirs can get the miles to catch up with you then.
I tip my hat. Thank you.
And he jumps apart like rabbits, just
Yeah.
and spread out, and some of them just forming into mists and just kind of disappearing as this
Little
whole.
Nicky when he becomes the spider.
What's that?
You see little Nicky when he turns into a bunch of little
Oh
spiders.
yeah. Yep. Somewhat less creepy than that, but
What's wrong with spiders? They're more afraid of you than you are of them. Did we get any experience at the end of the last session? Because I didn't write any down.
We had to have because Jay changed my number up there.
I think I gave 4 at the end of last session.
Excellent.
I think,
I had
but double check everybody.
I don't know if I added 4.
Because I know that
I definitely
where
did
I
that for
wrote
limit.
I had a
over
3
XP,
there.
that's me that wrote that 7.
Yeah,
there.
there was 3 there because I had just used all my experience.
Okay, yeah, I think I did 4.
I don't have anything written down on my paper, but I do.
Which
have
was
one down.
because y'all, it was 2 for the end of the session, but it was also another 2 because y'all finished out
And
Laurel Gap.
I might actually have 8 then. If that is the case, then if I had got 4.
Okay.
I was like, that don't sound right because I know I leveled up.
Well, he has pointed y'all into a direction, but I do need someone to make a survival check. He provided pretty general directions, but you're still walking easterly through the woods looking for a couple of willows. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I know,
it's
right?
difficult.
I don't think that's the greatest of directions.
No,
You said
but
we're looking for willows?
he said 2 willows within an arm's length of one another, and you must pass between them.
Can I use my ability living off the land because willows are medicinal?
Okay. And then the difficulty still is 4, but that modifies your difficulty by what? Is that an asset? Or,
Mhm.
So that's
It's
going to
something I'm specifically
special.
specialized in.
All right.
16.
Okay. So with that, Magnolia is actually able to kind of go, those are willows, and she's pointing. She's like pointing that way. And all y'all see is green.
Yeah.
And she's like, those are willows.
And I want to say, no disrespect to this great spirit, but of the trees, to say that they're this far apart, the willow is probably the hardest one because it's just like it's everywhere. You can't really see the trunk of a willow if it's big.
Yeah.
And what if their arms length apart this way? You ain't seeing it. You're just gonna see one willow.
No, what you do see is you see what looks like one willow.
See,
But you see the fact that it has grown up, and you know how when trees grow close together, the branches that try to crisscross, those die off.
Mm-hmm.
So literally you end up with what looks like a split trunk willow with all of its branches and everything coming out in all directions except towards each other where they've kind of interlocked. And where they've interlocked, literally passing between those 2 willows is a single file endeavor where you are passing through a bit of an archway. It has that sort of a mystical feel to it as you're coming across.
As we go through, I'm going to harvest some willow bark because I've used all of my stuff. I have nothing but a canary in a box.
Not a problem. Getting you a piece of willow bark, and I imagine you're trying to do so without harming the willow in
Oh,
any way.
absolutely.
All right. That's a small difficulty 2 task if you have survival or anything like that.
Just living off the land.
Okay. So I think that is still an asset.
Yeah, natural 20.
Oh yeah, you're able to you know to give thanks to the spirit of the willow here, to take off the bark in order.
I'm
in
doing
such
what
a
I
way
do
that
best,
is,
wasting every good roll on stuff that doesn't matter.
Go ahead and use that on up.
but the tree is happy.
The tree is happy.
The tree is
We
happy.
will be dead in 20
The
minutes.
tree feels as if it has been so long since a true Native American wise woman has come into this part of the woods and paid proper respect. The tree just blossoms a little bit. It kind of shimmers, like almost into someplace good.
Get
Got
used
the
to that
magic
nat
touch.
20. Yeah, get used to that natural 20 you roll.
Shimmying tree.
We use that on up.
Give me something for that natural one. I'm going to roll in a minute.
Probably make the bark taste better.
I guess
Who's going first?
Or
Y'all
Willow
are walking
Sappy.
through this tree.
we're following the leader, delivering off the landlady.
All right.
I'll go
I'm
first.
gonna live off the landlady.
Yeah.
You
So
come
tired of all
out,
this divine foliage.
and the first thing you're seeing is you're seeing some women walking around dressed fine with parasols that they're carrying, with gentlemen walking along behind them, sometimes carrying their books and things like that. You're seeing various buildings that are set up across this area. The air and the climate is very much like what you see, but what you're seeing is just immaculate caretaked. Someone is definitely taking care of this landscape that you're seeing before you. The little duck pond, even, that's over at the side, which has some girls sitting on some benches and they're throwing bread out to the ducks.
Don't we still look like a hot mess?
Yes, you still look like a hot mess.
Oh, one
For
question.
yourself.
Just
Is
Just keep walking
did we
with
walk through a
it.
portal or something?
You just walked through. She
okay.
walked through a portal.
Okay, that's
is
what I was
she's
saying.
doing.
I'm the last person through, and before I go through, I'm like, I really want to do this.
This is like, shimmering kind of green. Whenever she walks through, you kind of see this ripple effect, and she
just
vanishes.
disappears. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does not come out. For the rest of you, I was describing what she saw. For
Oh,
the rest
okay. I
of
see what
you,
you're saying.
you see her pass through the branches of this willow, and then just kind of, she's gone. You can look around the other side of the tree. She's not there. She has walked out of these woods, walked into some other realm when she walked between those two trees. So that's what the three of you are all now taking notice
okay,
of.
okay.
This is
I
what
got
she
you. You were
sees.
yeah, I got you.
And then what y'all see is she's just gone.
Okay.
I don't want to.
A much more naive Mata would have had some fun putting his hand inside and outside the portal while looking on the other side.
The trees are too big for that.
Oh, they're too big for
Yeah,
that?
you
you have to
can't,
actually-
you
I'll go
can't
on the other
really
side.
do that.
I'll go
Okay.
on the other side and look at your hand if you want to.
Please.
I'm gonna walk
I'll
in from the
indulge
other
this.
end. They went in this way. I want to.
Bout of childish
I wanna go the
whimsy
other way.
one time.
Okay. All right, not a problem.
See if it matters. End up in a totally different. Like it was calibrated wrong.
You see the other side.
Yeah.
She comes out one side of the portal, you come out the other.
Alright.
I will follow behind her. I'll be the second person to follow behind her. I'll let them do what they do.
GM intrusion. You get 2 experience points, by the way, Mike.
No.
Okay.
One to take and one to give.
Yep, 1 to take, 1 to give.
Mato,
If you'll pass
is
him
my
to
on the
this
other
little-
side of the portal, buddy.
Where is
I'm sorry.
You have
They
the
got
damn
moved.
thing.
They got moved. They were on the table.
Keep one for yourself.
Oh,
As Thomas
What a man
walks
of
backwards
class.
through this tree, you begin to feel wet almost immediately.
Wet.
Okay, like you're just like misted wet at first, like you're walking into rainfall. Then as if you're walking through wet sheets. Then as if to the point to where you're not breathing because you need to kind of close off your nose and your mouth because there's that much water. And then just, well, let's say what you see. Splashing up out of the duck pond in front of these girls that are over there feeding ducks. Suddenly is Thomas Ford, who kind of leans up.
I'm just gonna
He looks something like Frankenstein's monster to these girls who squeal and
Jason.
I'm just
scream.
gonna take Lance's arm, and we're gonna try, even though we look pretty rough at the moment, we're gonna try to look normal. Like he's just escorting me through the
I
park,
come
and
out of the water and
I'll let him draw all the
I do
attention.
the one hose spit of water out of the pond, and I'm like, quack, quack.
quack, quack, motherfucker.
You're soaking wet. Everything that you had on you is soaked. Okay, you've come out into the
Not my
pond.
matches.
Yep, your matches. I'm sorry, they're ruined.
Not
Yeah.
my matches.
That's what the GM intrusion was for, to ruin those
Yeah,
matches.
destroyed my
I
matches?
destroyed
It was
your
going to ruin the
matches.
next encounter.
Alright, good thing.
While he was doing that, y'all, if you hadn't walked through yet, okay,
I had already.
I have
you had
not.
already walked through.
I'll-
You were
I'll
waiting
follow-
to see what
yes.
happened.
Yeah.
Lance, well, you walked through the way she went,
Yes.
and you come out right behind her.
Yep.
Okay, right on the edge of the woods, and you're looking over this pristine, beautiful campus. And you're also there when Thomas comes up out of the fountain, and these girls are screaming and running, And it does create a little bit of a commotion, of
I'm already
course.
wet. I'm just gonna
Yeah, you're just soaking wet. Like, who's this strange dude that has showed up here? Mato, that leaves you alone in the forest.
I'm just gonna walk
Sticking
through
a
the
hand
floor.
through the Brussels.
Hearing the whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, I hate this place.
Just
I walk
suddenly,
through.
you suddenly hear Gibbons behind you. Ooh.
I go ahead and walk through the portal
All right.
through the normal way.
Uh-huh. What are you gonna get wet? Afraid of a little water?
All right.
Afraid of the way it makes me feel.
Mato comes out. You guys are looking around. One of the buildings that you can see over is one of these brick buildings. You actually see where it says Lock Building. And there's a couple of things that you can see. If y'all can make a bit of a roll of investigation if you'd like for here to try and figure out where you are.
Is it a lock with an E?
Yes, it is.
Oh, god damn it.
Can everybody roll?
Yeah.
I know exactly where we are.
Son of a bitch.
A place we weren't before.
I don't know where we are, but I know who's
Very
it is.
good.
I rolled it. Yeah,
What'd I tell you?
I saw
Call
it
me the
coming when it come
motherfucking
time for that
defective.
port.
Oh yeah, you rolled
Oh
a
man,
4.
I don't get to roll
I rolled a
2 dice
16.
anymore.
You rolled a 16.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
All right.
I'm
Not a
just rolling
problem.
2 dice, dude. That stuff was fun.
I'm just too horrified at how embarrassed I am at the moment.
I got 6. I'm just chilling in the water.
Yeah, you know that you're in a fish
I was
pond.
chilling in the water.
You're kind of seeing some of the big sized koi.
You
that
determined
kind
you
of
was in
move
the
around by you. You're still debating on whether or not you're
Surrounded
you're
by
willing
a
to
body of
walk
water.
out of this pond right now because those girls have booked it, and you know they're off to tell somebody somewhere. And the idea of cops just showing up to haul you off because you pervert hanging out under the water trying to spy up these girls' skirts. There's all sorts of things that are going.
Oh god.
Me Too movement. It's coming your way, buddy.
But Lance, one kind of good glance around, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up a little bit. This could be Hollins College. This could be Hollins, Virginia, that you have shown up. You're not going to go where you want to go. He's going to send you where you need to go, is what he said.
Wonderful.
And you're looking around at this all-female university that y'all are now standing in the middle of their little park and campus between the buildings and such. And with the number of girls that are going around and the kind of the attire things and these gentlemen, one of them kind of unbuttoning his cuff links and handing them off to somebody else and doing his best Biff impersonation as he loses his collar.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
As he's striding over towards the fish pond, like you still look kind of short because you're still in the water.
I'm in the water.
Yeah.
Da-da.
As soon as I see him take his cufflinks off, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. As I start walking out of the water,
Have a big
rolling up my sleeves, just like, oh, let's get it. Come on.
What is that hippo from Madagascar?
Mato.
Mato
M-A-T-O.
How'd you forget that, Mato?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I forgot about
Your
it.
name.
Well, maybe that's why I kind of remembered it.
You've repressed it.
Yeah. In my previous life, I was a hippo.
So the three of y'all are watching as this guy kind of comes up, and for a bit now he looks like he's really coming up, but you're kind of stepping up off the bank, and then you kind of rise up. He's going on.
He's
He's like,
still rising.
"Where are you going?"
Yeah.
And then he suddenly
Getting taller, and the dude's like,
He started rising and then rolled some more.
He just immediately like
then suddenly he's
pivots.
staring at your neck, and is like,
he's taking this off.
He's looking to see how close his backup might be.
Yeah. Taking those off to shake my hand.
How'd you end up in that water?
I fell.
I fell.
Are you supposed to be here? He's shaking your hand.
Talk to him.
I'm gonna try a
Well, we're
distraction.
kinda down the
I'm gonna
stairs.
try a distraction and go, "Oh dear Thomas, is your knee okay? Is it acting up again?"
There's nothing wrong with my knee. I just fell in the pond.
I will rush. I will rush towards him.
I was feeding the little duckies.
I'm gonna lift the mask off. I'm gonna lift the mask off and take off my reinforced jacket.
Okay.
And introduce myself. Lance Morford.
I look like a bum, just so you know.
Yeah,
Morford.
that's correct.
Should you somebody around here?
I want to. I know this might be a strange situation we got here, but I do got just one important question. Is this all in Virginia?
This is Hollins Institute, or Hollins College now.
I'm gonna take a towel out of my travel bag and
No.
You any kin to Professor Elwin Morford?
My matches are wrong.
Will I know that name for the first name? Or-
You know Elwin. You know that first name. Well, actually, you were very
That's what I'm
young.
saying. Yeah, that's what
You were
I'm
very
saying. I don't
young.
know it.
Would you?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
We'll just go with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually came here to look for my kid. Is there any way you can introduce us?
He's glancing over and sees Thomas still kind of standing there.
I'm trying to give him a towel, and he's told me no.
And now seeing the fact that he can he found his way out, he's rolling his sleeves back down. He's like, sure, I'd be happy to.
Yeah. I'll strip away from the big guy.
I was trying to help your friend out of the water.
He's quite handy, capable of doing many.
Just gonna shamelessly go about on my own business like Brock from Pokemon and start saying hi to all the local ladies.
Oh, God.
So Mato's standing there as these girls are kind of walking by, carrying their books, going.
I got a 20.
You see,
Oh God!
this is where he's supposed to be. This is where he is meant to be.
So I'm just gonna take liberty with that 20. I at least got one girl on each arm now.
I'll roll for Riz.
Too bad it was a level 7 task. This is an all-girls
Mato,
Yeah.
it isn't very hard at all. It's like, oh, thank you, kind sir, as you end up with a stack of books put into your hands. This way.
Oh damn! Here we go again. Okay, sweetheart.
Maybe we just leave him here.
How do I always become the bitch in my relationship?
So Mato is now leaving as he's headed towards one of these dorm buildings, walking behind this girl's books.
I want to know what Magnolia's doing at this moment, right now. Because I'm getting escorted to another location. He's, I guess, just getting his dried off. And then she turns back, see her cousin, starts leaving. Give it to us, Magnolia. Go. give it to us.
She's folding the towel that she offered Thomas and he didn't want,
Yeah.
and putting it back in the bags. I swear to God, I'm buying leashes. I got $14 to my name, and I'm going to the pet store for some leashes.
As I'm like walking away through with these books, I turn around and like mouth,
So, sweetie, what is your name? This girl puts her arm in yours. You rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
She is charmed.
She is Riz.
Okay.
She is
She's about to. But this is 1925 courting now. She's not just gonna.
Yeah,
let's go behind.
I turn-
No. This is 1925.
I
Oh,
turn when
married.
Mato's like
She's thinking.
saying,
why
help,
couldn't I get the 2024?
right? I'm like, Mato, if you don't get your butt back over here, I'm telling your wife.
Oh.
Slap. Books get taken.
Yeah.
And she's now storming away with her friend. And like this, can you believe the nerve of that guy?
I'm not married.
Roll for Riz, buddy.
I think they're
You got it.
I don't think I'm bigger.
I think they walking out of here.
You're muscle maxing, bro.
Yeah, it's just muscles underneath the dirtiest fucking shirt you've ever
Oh dear Lord! In that
Just look like a
30
bum.
seconds, that girl has had an entire relationship that has ran its course to its very peaks and
And
has
you
now
ruined
crashed
it.
down.
It's
And
always
she
your
is in
fault.
tears, being consoled by her friend as they leave off. And you've got the red cheek.
This is the best.
Thank you, Magnolia.
This is really the best.
And I toss you a bar of soap. Use it.
I'm not dirty. It's just this shirt. And we haven't had a chance to get new digs, man.
You are a product of your environment.
Remember we fought those fire things? My shit's all dirty. Sorry.
Those soot wolves.
There is off of this campus. Now I do want you to realize that Hollins, Virginia, okay, is kind of small. It is a small town, but its population of Hollins, Virginia, is about 1,000 people, and then there's plus about 275 students and faculty there at the college itself. Okay, so you're talking about a population close to 1,300. But right off of this campus, you can definitely see the clothing stores, the sundry stores. Y'all haven't seen anything like this. You haven't in a while. Okay. The rest of them, they were in Knoxville, Tennessee, so they got to see some, pretty much anything you
This
wanted
is
to
the
find
big
that
city
you
to
could have
me.
found.
But they country folks too. I mean,
You know, I trust Rich to be by himself. But you two, I'm taking you away from the young teenage girls at this campus.
Have we
Let's
been
go.
that consistent?
They are women. They're in college. Smart enough to learn. Smart enough to yearn.
Oh dear God.
That
you gotta
way.
go get the leashes. You gotta go get the leashes immediately.
Something stirs in Thomas when you keep saying the word leashes. He's like,
She just
The way God intended.
pets her gree bag,
oh God.
looking at you like you are so close to a curse you don't even know.
Didn't do anything this time. I fell in a pond.
Let's go get you some dry clothing.
Are you buying?
You did have some extra money. He said it was
I'm
close to
sure
the
there's a
store.
cheap tent somewhere.
Cool. 'Cause I have $6. Not sure if that's money or actual bucks.
No, we robbed the people on the train.
Rob them.
I mean-
Jesus, we pilfered.
They weren't going to need
Dead
it
folks don't.
anymore.
Yeah. They
We
couldn't take
grave
it.
robbed. It's not the same. Also, yeah, I buried like 50 people, and I still haven't watched since then. So, yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
When would I watch that? Hagrid? Not Hagrid.
Hagrid's.
Ingrid.
Do we know why we need to be
Angus.
here?
Agnes. Yeah.
Agnes.
Agnes.
All
Actually,
right.
there's
God
somebody.
damn,
There's
we're
somebody who
fucked up.
knows something, but
That's
the party has
Yeah,
already
for
been
real.
split.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a player intrusion,
All right.
and it's unexpected arrival. Someone you intersect with someone in your past in the area and is willing to help out. There's a way. Wait, help out. They're on the way, and they continue. They don't stay long, and they're just here to help and chat for a while and maybe share a meal.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good intrusion right there, man.
Okay.
So
Local.
That's not a problem at all. I'm gonna have to go with somebody from your past that
Cousin.
Hold on.
Another cousin.
Let's see what we got.
This is my cousin, Nico Bellic.
or maybe it can be an envoy, or like some kind of like from the benevolent god, like possessing someone to help guide on the quest. It's just someone I interacted with in the past.
It's one of your ex-girlfriends.
Here comes
Useful, but not necessarily pleasant.
What was her? Montgomery?
Have those awkward conversations.
No, I was already thinking it's a girl that grew up in Stonga that has
Yeah.
decided to come here to go to college. I'm already thinking that.
Yeah,
It's
that
her
makes the
thing.
most sense. Here.
Okay,
It's all
and
girls
so
college.
so it's like this girl named Anna who sees you, and it's just like, Mato Tilly, is that you?
Oh Lord! Hey, Anna, nice to see you. We should go grab a bite to eat at the quad. What they called it back then.
With Magnolia
The
Numbers
quad is kind of like where people get
No,
together. and
no,
eat
because
and shit.
actually, while she spent a part of her childhood in Stonga, she didn't.
grow up.
Yeah, she didn't grow up there for as many years as Mato did. So, there you go. Anna takes you to dinner. Wants to know all about why in the world are you here in Hollins, Virginia?
He's thinking of becoming a woman.
Ah, very progressive.
Too progressive.
That's
A
not
100
possible.
years too early.
Yeah, I was just
100
looking
years
to
too
figure out the
progressive.
anatomy of a woman.
I personally know that, and yet Magnolia still says it.
Yeah, progressive in 1925 was people with different skin tones marrying, not people with changing genders and doing all that.
Progressive in 1925 was marrying a different class.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, if you crap, if you were poor white trash, you better not think about following that one girl.
I know. That's why I know my place.
Anywho,
I imagine we share a conversation. I'll imagine that I was close enough to her to feel comfortable to talk about the ongoings of our adventures.
absolutely.
Well, I'll just assume we
Maybe
left
not to walk
amicably.
me through the trees.
Since you spent the experience point, what sort of aid are you hoping that she's going to be able to provide for you besides giving you a good meal, telling you about the laundry service that's here on campus that a lot of the staff uses because a lot of people on campus don't have time or they don't have the amenities in order to do their laundry. These girls are too busy studying, so there's actually a laundry service here in Hollins, Virginia, in the town.
I would like
Okay.
those.
Oh,
So I guess
I thought y'all was gonna go to the post. He told you.
Yeah,
to go to the post.
I was hoping for a guide, but it's up to him.
yeah. So I'm thinking like maybe I just kind of share a little bit of the crazy stuff that's been going on. We left amicably, and I'll assume we had a long relationship. So
What
Okay.
are you looking for?
help me
Yeah.
out. I'm trying to.
and so I would be talking about something about a deity that said, well, "This is where we need to be. Is there anything of note that I should know about this place? Any strange goings-ons?" Type of stuff.
It's strange going on. Well, stranger than the three of you? Because Lance is not there at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I got a feeling that y'all about the strangest going ons that I've known of, but,
Maybe
Then
a step
again-
less than that.
well, there are some rumors.
There you
I like rumors.
Some
So the
people
tea.
say that Professor Ellen Morford, that she actually runs a class that's dealing much more in the occult sort of things. Like she's teaching people how to be witches.
Wow.
Like drawing pentagrams and calling upon forces. Like they've got a whole little club going on. Like it's no one knows anything in particular. There's like nothing proven, obviously, because I mean it's not like they burn witches nowadays or anything like that. But still, she'd be sacked.
Yeah, that's
Do you
so
think-
15 years ago.
I know, right?
Do you think you can introduce us?
I
They
do
still do
seances
hangings.
for
They still do
$2 a
hangings in
head.
1945.
Well, they do things like that. They like these are the girls who got like the Ouija boards and all that, but all of them are like Professor shit.
Morford. Just say
Yeah,
Morford.
Morford. They're all in her class in her little inner circle.
Wait a second.
Oh no! See, I'm not
Morford.
prejudiced like that.
And
Anybody you know that wants to do a
Morford.
seance, I'll do it for $2 a head,
More for
and I'll even guarantee
heard
that you
theme
see
song.
something. Others, they're not that good.
So maybe you're here to kind of check in on all of that.
Maybe. I mean, I definitely see some aura about you.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of aura? What's it look like?
Radiant like the day I left you.
Oh, Mato, you're always such a sweetie. I bet you got to beat the girls off of him with a stick.
No, it's
Boys
the girls
too.
usually beating him. with-
I have weird power
No,
dynamics in my
I definitely
relationships.
see the. I see the yellow and gold vines of honeysuckles and spring light. And I'll definitely using my abilities, give that wispy smell of honeysuckles.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Just difficulty 3
I get
with
a-
her.
I
and
get-
I'll give you the asset.
I get 2 assets.
Oh,
for
wow.
this.
So basically, don't roll below a 3.
I got a natural 20.
She's hot today.
This temporary little ally
Some days
is
you roll
now
hot, sometimes-
is now your personal guide.
Sometimes you roll
You can
not.
stay with her in the dorm while you're here. She'll help get Mato and get Thomas get settled in, and she begins to give y'all a bit of a tour of the town. She goes in. She talks to Rigel, the guy who actually runs the laundromat with his wife, and she talks about the fact if you kind of in need some clothes, and he's like, I had a big guy like you came through working the railroad, dropped off a whole bunch of stuff, and didn't come back and pick it up. And let me see if I got any of this that can fit you. Okay. So you're able to kind of get that. She's able to provide a bit of that guide of the town. And unless there's something else that y'all are going to go through, I'm going to switch over real quick because Lance, you got a much you got a much
Wait,
shorter
where did
journey.
Vince go? And then it transitioned.
Basically.
Transit. Excuse me.
All right.
So you're following Biff as he's leading you across this campus. He's like, a lot of lovely ladies here. Be careful, all right? You definitely don't want to end up in a situation to where you're alone with them or you can do anything to sully their reputations.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm not here for that right now.
Oh, I'm not talking about you actually trying to sully their reputations. I'm talking about you don't want any implications to be capable of being laid at your feet. So you be careful where you go, what building you walk into, and you always make sure you're not alone. And you're definitely not alone with one of the ladies.
Thank you, sir.
If you're carrying anything for them, that's all fine and good, but you make sure that you leave them at the door.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And do all that, though, and Sunday nights at the sock hop, now that's a different story altogether, bro.
What's today?
Monday.
So what's today again?
Is it a Friday
roll,
afternoon?
roll a D6 and add 1.
All right, let's see.
Let's say it's any day but Monday.
You are now establishing a calendar. I just want you to know that.
I got a 2.
Yeah,
Plus
2?
one.
That was Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Hump day. Hump day.
Hump day.
What a great hump day.
Hump
Hump day it is.
I got a few questions for you. When did Ms. Morford come into work at this establishment? Do you know?
I don't know. She's been here as long as I know.
How long have you been here?
About 2 years.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up in Hollins. I mean, I've been in Hollins for a while, but as far as like getting a chance to be on college and acting as a attaché,
What's that attaché?
that just means that you're good looking enough not to get beat off at the front door and sent on your way.
Okay.
No, I do odd jobs around campus, you know. Not to mention, you're not intimidated by a woman who actually has a little bit of intelligence, too. I mean, there's no reason that she can't also make a sandwich.
I'll just roll my eyes.
Okay, you made that comment while your wife is not in the room. Good on you.
The way God intended.
She would be a little upset at that one. Well miffed.
While we walk in there, I asked him. I'm quite a performer in this. Where I come from. Is the only big nights around here is on Sundays?
Well, no, I mean, there's always something to do. They have various formals and socials and stuff like that, but they've always got these girls like they've all got to act a certain way. They've all got to behave,
Yeah.
arm's length, all that. I mean, it's like junior high, man.
Nah, okay.
Okay.
It's real strict around here.
Yeah, it is. It's real strict. But there's plenty of
Pretty
times that
intense,
you can
loose.
get to associate with the ladies.
Yeah.
And then just on the weekends.
This
That's
guy
when-
really cares about the league.
Yeah. That's what.
That's why he's here. This is perfect.
Yeah. That is exactly you are picking
Except
up what I'm
on
putting
Sundays.
down.
Well, let's keep moving on to Ms. Morforth's office.
Yeah, no problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. So he goes up to one of these buildings, and he's, as the two of you arrive, one of these guys is like, Biff, can I help you?
I know, yeah, his name became Biff. You say he's like Biff, and now his whole name
Now
is
his
Biff.
name is Biff.
Now his
His
name
name
is
is
Biff. Yeah,
Essentially, he'd be the Biff.
Yep, I just decided to go with what I was
That's
thinking
fine.
anyway.
Give it to him.
It works.
I'm just waiting for more Biff puns, jokes.
Make like a tree.
Get out of here. It's leave, idiots. Leave.
It's leaf.
Leave, yeah, that's it.
So,
Yes, I heard.
and he's like, he's like, no, Professor Danners, it's nothing like that. It's this guy here. It's Lance. He's wanting to see if his mom has around. And he's like, shaking his head. His mom? Professor Morford.
And I shake his hand. Lance Morforth.
He does look you over. Takes a long pause, but then he does extend his hand and meet yours.
I'll be having the mask off. Do you see any? I actually got separated from quite a bit of my family back when I was younger. Do you see any similarities between me and Miss Morford?
Maybe cool the skin.
I know, right?
And that's a little bit of low-hanging fruit that you're leaving there for me. I'm afraid, my friend. I'm not going to pick that one up if you don't mind there. However, if I did see any similarities between you and the professor, besides the obvious, I'd also say that I'd see even more such similarities between you and her husband.
Does her husband work here also?
Mr.
I know, right? He does?
He's around from time to time, but no, he doesn't work here.
I will,
Miss Elwyn, she takes care of him. He lives in town. You know,
as closer I go, I'm
just-
once here actually starting to come down my eye.
I'm just gonna. If you go on now, and Lance and I are gonna go up and see Professor Morford. Right this way.
Yeah, my more calm, elegant demeanor, the closer we get to the location is.
Yeah, your
it's-
nerves
yeah,
probably are
nerves, yeah,
starting
exactly,
to.
exactly.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah.
Go alone.
It'd be harder to talk, kind of.
Like
If it was like you were literally just about to see,
Yeah.
see yeah.
like Biff was saying, Professor Danvers, Jacob Danvers, and if
Lance.
I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This way, son. And I'm not saying he's saying it in any. He's
Yeah,
just
I got
kind of
you.
like he's an older guy, and he's like he's used to dealing with college age people all the time.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Like you said, boy.
I would assume he can pick up on you being a little more emotional too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get off the impression that he's more. Lance is more. That's his calm demeanor, how he usually talks to people because he's a performer.
Right.
It's more breaking down into scratchy voice.
Right back to
And,
that little boy.
and so
Yeah.
you're stepping into the halls here where you can kind of smell where it gets painted probably at least once a year with a fresh coat that's on the inside. You know how a lot of these old school buildings kind of have that feel to them in the air.
The taste of lead and asbestos. The sweet taste of asbestos.
If you were a loved one.
Go ahead.
You've got the pine wood flooring with the narrow slats that's kind of going across, and you've got the kind of the wooden stairs that head up to the second floor that kind of branches out. But it's that combination of this old world, but then picture the fact you're actually in a school building, right?
Yep.
But where you come up the steps and you kind of hear the creak of each step as you're kind of making your way up there. Going across and seeing basically like the chemistry lab of the early 20th century, where they've got their Bunsen burners that are in there, and they've got the buckets of sand that are sitting there beside each one of these little sands that they've got for them to try and put out any sort of accidents. The periodic table up there on the wall, like it's the newest thing in town.
All 12 of the known elements.
Not quite that bad, but there's none of the radioactive ones.
I got you.
They stop at potassium.
I want to talk about the noble gases.
Sodium? Yeah, man.
You know, explodes water.
The noble gases.
No.
And then going to one of those doors that's got the glass window on the interior door where you can look in and you can see the professor that's sitting there. You see a group of about 12 girls that are all like in a semicircle of desks that are there. They're taking notes, and they've got various books that are there. And standing in front of them, okay, is this woman right here. Don't bother looking at the back, because the back is just chances.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Mhm.
And he's looking towards you. I will say, make a intelligence roll.
You have enough for the class?
He can pass it around so you can look.
No, do you have enough for the whole
Oh,
class?
you talking about gum?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there a difficulty
Sharing
to
is
this?
caring.
Mr. Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is. Go ahead and roll.
I'll tell you. if
Can
we
I use
succeed.
effort?
You can use effort. What I'm going through is how much do you remember?
Yes.
So that's why,
It's a recollection.
according to how high you get,
Yep.
how much you really are able to pull together and remember.
I will-
You.
It doesn't matter what the number is. I will use as much effort as I possibly can to make
So
it.
if you want to
That's what I'm
use,
saying.
so you really do struggle as you're looking through this window, and
Dude,
so
this is-
spend the intelligence points.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
How much
as
effort can you
as
put
you,
into
this is an emotional experience for Lance, so I can definitely see that being one of those things that's going to be a little draining for you as you
Yeah.
really are trying to put yourself in there.
If I put 9 intellect down, bro.
What is how I forgot the numbers were. 3, 2, and 2, right? That's how it
Yep.
works.
Yep,
So it's
3 for the
5,
first one and
7,
2 for all that.
Well, I
everyone
thought
after.
your edge.
minus 3 edge.
Minus 3
So
edge,
4.
so
4.
4.
Yep.
Quick
Yep.
maths.
I can't do quick maths. I do dyslexic math.
All right, let's give it a roll. I used 3 effort.
Lick Dexter.
I got an 8
Exactly.
with 3 effort.
That's the 1938 periodic table. That's pretty cool.
Let me see.
That's 38, though.
There's several right there on that page.
Yep.
Still a lot of years.
So
13
for
years.
number wise, that would be 9 plus 8, 17.
17.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to be as if it was difficulty 5. All right. So 5 being, oh crap, hand me that, would you please? I
don't know.
XP?
can't reach around.
I don't know if the
the,
Bunsen burner was
the
a thing in
bi-
1925.
Yep, that right there.
We don't say it was.
Not the book, just what's on top.
Kind of like them talking about the
My
clock
brain
and,
is just not working right now completely. I'm sorry. I'm trying to form sentences, but I know I'm being recorded. So
You're a failure, Jay.
I can't think.
Don't focus on the camera.
Just look right
I
into
see
it.
the microphone pointing at me, and it's like suddenly I'm like trying to find the word, and the word is challenging.
I'm just trying to.
When in
say
doubt,
anything
get rasped.
like racist or that had to be edited out.
Do what?
I'm just trying not to say anything racist or
Oh,
that
God.
might be edited out later. I've been known.
Please.
My buddy Alvin had a YouTube channel, but he used to have to edit my shit all the time. I am so out of pocket. You don't notice when you're talking to me because you're like, oh, it's him. That's what he's doing.
Right, but
when you're on the other side of it, like,
Yeah,
that guy's
Oh,
fucking-
some of the things that
that
you can
guy's
say
an
in
issue.
company of people who know you,
Yeah.
that if a third party
party.
Oh, yeah,
listens,
yeah.
they're like, how in the
I'm in the
world?
clan if you don't know me. You know,
God,
they're
dang.
I'm gonna mess with
That
you
escalated
bad.
so hard.
And when you listen to stuff back,
See
like,
that
you
joke
edit-
right there. See if you weren't here listening to the previous conversation taken out of context.
Oh,
I literally just said I was.
oh no, and don't
I
let
have the
it, don't let
maturity
it
of
be
a
heard.
12-year-old, so who knows what's going to happen.
Don't let it be heard later on, because some of the stuff I used to listen to, some of the old Eddie Murphy stand up, and some of that stuff, I'm like, oh my god.
This big.
I'll tell you.
I love Sunny in Philadelphia. The first episode, the
We
second
had a bunch
episode.
of sessions already. I feel comfortable. You haven't said nothing crazy since now.
Just
Oh god. Anywho's,
Yeah, go ahead.
all right, challenging. So, somewhat the dream that you had would have normally thrown you off, because the image you had of your parents in your dream, where they were sitting across from you on the train, was a very idealistic image that you had. This is not that idealistic image. This is reality. This is gritty. This is true. You haven't seen this woman, though, since you were probably a toddler. But yet you know. The 20 years or so, the 17 years I believe it's been since all that has gone down, has not withered her anywhere near the way it did your Aunt Hilda May.
Yeah.
She can still look almost the exact same, at least in your eyes, as she did. It makes you feel like a toddler again. You know, it takes your breath away as you suddenly feel like a child standing outside looking through this window, knowing you're just within
arm's reach.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually step away from the door and put my back towards the wall. Pretty much just slide down some, like to the floor. Then I'm gonna ask the guy, when is class? When is class supposed to end?
He reaches down, pulls out a pocket watch, opens it up. And this thing normally runs just a few minutes slow. I have to keep catching it up every morning. I time it to the bell. But this time of day, we probably have about another 20 minutes. And the good thing is that you'll hear the bell ringing the same time they do within the class. Or actually, according to what direction you're in, I could say that you might actually hear it ringing a moment or two before they hear it. But that probably would bore you.
I'll tell him while I'm still sitting there on the floor, head down. I think I can handle it. I'll wait for class to end.
I appreciate it, but I'm afraid I can't leave you unattended within the building. This is an all-girls school.
I guess you're right.
Come on, you can wait with me out front. He pats you on the shoulder, kind of helps you off the wall. Perhaps I can see if Mabel has got some fresh tea brewed.
I think I'm fine. I don't drink anything at the moment.
You look like you could probably use a little something to drink. As he reaches in, he's pulled out a small little flask and kind of shakes it, lets you know there's a little liquid in there. It's not like enough for you to get a whole lot, but he unscrews the top and offers it to you.
Take a second, Pause. Nah.
All right.
Just-
It's a little
liquid
shot.
courage.
Yeah, it's a
Just
little. It's exactly what he gives you.
Enough
It's a
that
shot-
takes the edge
yeah,
off.
Yeah.
a shot of liquid courage. Kind of warms you up a little bit as you guys go and you are able to sit down. He sits down and you see where he's kind of bringing up and he looks like he's reading some novel. It's probably like War and Peace or something else that would have been
Around that time.
So yeah, around during that time of Mice and Men actually. I think that was written around this time. And he sits down at the front in a rocking chair beside you. The bells ring. While those bells are ringing is about the time, by the way, that you guys are finishing up eating with Anna and you're heading over towards the laundromat, whatever it would be called back then, laundry service for Thomas to look for some clothes. So I just kind of run with this for just a little bit longer, okay? Whenever class is getting let out, and you're watching these girls kind of filing out of the building, more than obviously that we're just in that one class.
Yep.
They're beginning to go through and mill about, getting together, doing their gossiping chatter and all that sort of noise making that's going on. Professor Danvers is trying to shoo them off of the steps here.
Yeah, perfect.
And,
Yeah, that's what I was-
keep things clear so it's like, they can get out of each other's way and move along. And he does kind of take on that sort of curmudgeon sort of, where he's got to kind of herd cats. He's like, y'all can't just stand around here all day.
Yeah.
Go to your dorms. Get on out of here.
Perfect.
All right.
Right when the last person leaves, obviously that room, I brush it.
Oh, yeah. So, she's getting her stuff together. Closing out books, turned around. She's got a cloth rag. She's wiping over the chalkboard where she's kind of clearing off where she had taken some different notes and things like that. Whenever you're standing there watching her from behind, she doesn't turn around. It's not like as much as you're burrowing holes
right.
through
I
her
don't see
back,
nothing.
right?
Yeah, it's just I'm laser beaming.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's like you're not even there. You're seeing her just continuing going through her emotions.
Where I'm standing outside looking through the window at the moment, or am I inside the room?
I thought you said you went in.
Yeah,
The door would be
Right-
open.
Yeah, right when the
because
last
the
person
class had
comes
been
in
let
there.
out.
Yeah, exactly. Right when the last person comes out, I'll take the mask. The mask is like sitting like this. I'll take the mask, throw it on the ground. I'll drop all my stuff, the jacket, the blow dart, backpack, everything, and I just run up to her and I say, "Mother, is that you?" It's me, Lance.
She takes a long breath and then turns around and looks at you and smiles. Lance. It's so good to see that you're alive, son. And
When she says that, I immediately, I'm bawling. I'm
Mhm.
grabbing her, I'm hugging her as hard as I can.
Oh.
She hugs you to her. But then very quickly he does straighten up, kind of patting you on the back. The hug lasts just as long as appropriate, and then she's kind of stiffening up, and she's kind of like, I need to be getting some things together, and you probably want to go and see your father. She smiles to you. She does reach up, touching the side of your face, and she is kind of looking at that one eye that you have that has that kind of blue that's all around it that sees spirits, and she seems to nodding and smiles to you.
I just have so much I need to talk to you about. You, Father, everyone. I keep a strong side, but it's been hard. I've known that what you guys done to protect my life But to live this long without knowing you, denied to be around you.
Honestly, I had no way of reaching out to you or even discovering where you were. When Liberty Hill fell apart like it did, and Morfort just up and completely vanished, as you already probably know, there was no way for us to find you. To be honest, I hoped that by staying here that eventually word would get to you. I had begun to lose hope. I thought you might arrive years ago.
No reason to dwell on the past now. I'm just glad to be here with you at this moment.
You just gotta be really, really good. You can either be in people
When can we just sit down and talk? Where can I talk to Father?
they can't deny like your record.
Well, I need to go on and get supper ready for him as it is, so come on with me.
I grab all my stuff. I will shake the other fella's hand. If he was still there, obviously probably.
He's still shooing these girls off and trying to clear things out. Some of them are getting ready for. Some might have like a late class or things like that are going on, but for the most part, he's wrapping things up out here. He sees you as you're leaving with her,
Okay.
and gives you a nod. By the fact that you're walking with her and you're carrying your stuff and that close proximity, he seems to think that things went well. So it's just that kind of friendly.
Yeah. Perfect. And I'll go off with her.
Gotcha. And you are headed into town. You guys back in town, all right? Thomas, you've got yourself some good clothes.
Nice.
Yeah, you're putting on basically it's a Viking style linen shirt, kind of got the cut collar with the straps that kind of go across. Okay,
You looking nice.
this
Yeah,
guy.
you can raise up the ladies now.
Hello, ladies.
Left you with
Do
some
that
decent looking
peck pump.
clothes.
I can't do it. I get too dyslexic for it.
It's more casual than you're used to wearing. He's got it's linen pants that came with it. It kind of got the drawstring that goes across the front in order to kind of tie them off a little bit rather than a belt. So it's not like you're wearing your normal jeans. You definitely do not look like a miner at the moment. If you got the rest of the grime out from underneath your fingernails, you could look
Like a Viking from Iceland.
Do a little something about that hair,
Hey, hey, hey.
Magnolia, you and Anna with your natural 20 are like y'all are besties at the moment. You've got a lot more world experience than she does, but she's fairly close to your age, and oh boy is she giving you all sorts of stories about Mato and the years that you missed when Mato was basically going through his awkward puberty stage.
Magnolia, she was supposed to be my ex-girlfriend. You're not supposed to usurp me.
Anytime you interject yourself into that, Anna is quick to shift her attention away from
all
Magnolia
that,
and towards the guy. Okay, there's still hormones that have a lot of control over the current conversation that's going on.
Do you kids ever talk about anything like useful, or is it just this all the time?
I don't know.
Do what now?
I was asking if these kids ever talk about anything useful, or if it's just this all the time.
Oh yeah. It's just this
It's
all
just
the time.
Every
for
now and then they
kids.
hear something.
Okay.
Yeah. She mentioned the fact that there was
Because I've been listening to them talk.
She mentioned the fact that there might have been a bit of an occult class that was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Okay.
going to the occult class. No?
That's after class.
Yeah.
That's not
be
in
during.
class. That'll be
Yeah.
during
be
class.
during the day.
Yeah, that's
I
nighttime.
don't think he understands
Yeah.
how.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
Looking this shit at night.
We can't
That's
do
why
it
it's a
during the
secret.
day.
It doesn't happen.
I thought we were like in a progressive place. I mean, the cold can happen.
This
during
is
the
like
day.
the most progressive Virginia 1925 town I've ever seen. I like it.
Anyways.
But y'all are there when you are seeing, because again, About 1,000 people live in this town. About 275 people live on campus, and most of those are girls that are going to their own dorms and stuff like that. It's as some of the people who actually work on campus are coming off of it towards the area, the housing area that is actually the town itself, that it isn't hard at all. You'd almost have to go out of your way when someone that you recognize is walking from the campus towards the town,
It's kind of
not
like
to
campus.
recognize.
I mean, campus funnels you one way.
Yeah, exactly.
I do have one question.
Uh-huh.
How many other investors in the railroad have invested in the college? I noticed the lock building.
Well, the locks, they definitely invested some money into the college. That's how it is that they got the lock building. But for the most part, there's...
I'm glad that guy stopped me, because my next move was going to check to see if the door to that building was locked. But Biff set off we might be getting rough and rowdy.
The investors of the town really don't have very much to do with the railroad at all. It was actually the Valley Union Seminary that started things with the school. It was actually a church that was co-educational at the time when it was first established back in the 1840s. And then Charles Lewis Koch, he's the one who in 1846, he was a math instructor that was here at the Institute, that with his wife they decided to turn this into an all-girls college whenever they took over. But the Hollins University itself has got more history with the church than it does with, and by that, the Catholic seminary. It used to be, there was a chance that this was actually going to become a seminary school. And Hollins Institute, back in the 1840s, it graduated more nuns than it did anyone else. There were future nuns.
So she says the word nuns. I went to Catholic school.
I find it interesting that a church would be funding a school for girls. They're not generally so supportive of female education.
Well, if it's to educate them to serve the rest of them, yeah.
Well, that's the thing about it. It's one of the trustees of the seminary, Charles Lewis Koch. Him and his wife. Yeah, and that's his actual name. This is a real school, by the way.
Chuck Cock.
This is actually a real school that was around during this time. Actually, it's still around today. In 1998, it became Hollins University. But in 1852, it was Hollins Institute. And in 1911, it changed to Hollins College. But it was still often called Hollins Institute.
Are there synths there?
What's that?
Are there synths?
The Institute. Yeah. That's
Father.
But,
He's my son, and I call him father.
like I was trying to say, other than that conversation, in fact, while you're having the conversation, you're seeing Lance as he's walking off campus along with everybody else, as kind of walking along the trails. There's not a whole lot. The campus is only 6 acres, so there's not a lot of reason for people to be driving on this campus. Okay. No, definitely not the 1920s. Yeah, it's basically it's foot traffic.
I would not be seeing none of you guys. I'll only be seeing her.
Basically.
And he's walking with what is very obviously a professor.
We see Lance though.
Huh?
We see Lance.
Yeah. Like I said, unless y'all were really being intentionally inobservant, there's one way off of campus that's funneling towards the town, and someone you know is walking towards you. You just kind of you notice that.
Yeah, I run with Lance.
Plus, he's not the most stealthy. He's very good.
He's also very dapper. Yeah. I mean, he's not wearing the mask at the moment. I think you said you still have it tucked.
Yeah, I have all my stuff with me.
Right.
But I'm not wearing I still got my 2020 clothes on now. I took off the big jacket, the armor jacket.
He's even more noticeable.
And Lance is a striking figure, and honestly, there's not a whole lot of black people that are walking through that archway either.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple.
When you can see me, I'm 6'6". That's all.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I can understand where you're distracted.
He's tunnel
Yes.
vision.
Yeah.
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 Like, I'm not paying attention to anything. Everything can just blow up right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm running, screaming your name, waving Lance.
Now that might attract your
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
Well,
And
it's
you would
like,
have to
"Let's-"
say something. Yeah, I will not be just
No, let
looking
him go.
for you guys.
Let's watch
Yeah.
Stalk him.
I turn Monto. I asked my mom to stop for a second. This is the party that I've been traveling with, Mom.
You're here with friends.
We got a lot to catch up on.
Friend.
Do that double handshake. Yes, I'm Lance's best friend, Mom.
Yeah.
I just adopt her as
Yeah,
well.
I love that handshake.
He used to see the magic, I used to craft it, but that dynamic has shifted since then.
Monto, Magnolia, Thomas. He's kind of new to the party here. But we've been through a whole lot of stuff.
Now have you now?
I'll definitely tell you everything that happened so far. I'll tell you guys. I catch back up with you guys maybe back here. I look at her like when I.
Well, of course, if your friends have traveled all this way with you, why don't we go ahead and go by the sundry store on the way home? We'll pick up a few things. I don't normally cook that big of a meal, but we can make a special occasion for the night.
Man, that sounds lovely, but
I'm down for a home.
Anna's like, me and Magnolia have plans.
we do have some plans, and I'm sure that being apart for this long, Lance probably wants to monopolize your time, at least for a little while. So we would
I
love
would
to
thank her
reschedule.
like that, like with the foul mouth.
I am, though, reading his mother's mind.
Home cooked meal, though.
Okay, that's what Thomas. That home cooked meal.
He said,
You are reading her mind, her surface thoughts. I actually need you to roll, and she is you're rolling against a difficulty of 6.
Okay. I'm going to ease that down by 3 steps.
By 3 steps. So you're putting some effort in here as you're trying to pierce.
I am.
Pierce the veil.
Look, I'm sorry. She's teaching at a college. My friend's been looking for her his whole life. And she's teaching witchcraft at the local
Normal
girls'
stuff,
school.
but a cult, in her off time.
And I don't know. There's something that doesn't seem as excited as she should be that she just found her baby boy.
Oh, great. You're alive.
So yeah.
I've been waiting here so long.
So I get one.
I thought you might find.
No, Lance, you don't understand. You're tunnel visioned. You hear it differently.
I got a 14, and I eased it by 3 steps.
All right, then. You catch her surface thoughts. I need to get rid of these people. This bitch is dangerous. Get out of my head.
Call me a bitch again.
Are they talking to each other in their minds?
Yes.
And I'm talking. Okay.
Needed the clarification.
Okay. Yep. I need. Yeah. Me too.
That's
Mom's about to
just
get
smiling.
Hurt him, and I'll fucking kill you.
Sweetie, why would I hurt my own dear precious son?
Can we wait for the home cooked meal? That's my thought. No. It's up to her.
No, I'm joking. I'm just rolling it
You
for
just
fun.
leave him here in good
I don't mean
hands. And be on your way now.
Yeah.
No, I get wrong house a lot of times.
I gotta go get Chance. But
Nah. You'll be alright.
Yay!
You can get an Uber.
Motto should know how serious it is. I don't
If he
know
was
if you
more,
know.
if he wasn't as socially awkward, I'd order an Uber so you can stay.
It's like when me and him, when we first started, I had Sonder gave me like a vision of like my parents and stuff. And, I was possessed for like an instant. And Monta had tried to knock me out of it.
I remember that.
Didn't you say your parents like sacrificed somebody to a vampire or some shit?
No.
Well, you wanted Mato to live. Remember?
I want Monta to live because he was close. We made a connection and a bond.
Yes.
Anytime I have he gets an asset on.
He did say something like that, though, right?
No, Lance hasn't shared much of his backstory.
No.
Most of his backstory has been the fact that he was
That was
from
another Lance.
Morfort, Georgia, and that Morfort, Georgia, was named after Lance's grandfather, Elijah, who was actually a freed slave. Who, when that time came,
Ain't nobody free in Georgia.
well, he established a community that was, and it was adjacent to a place called Liberty Hill, Georgia, real place in Georgia. Okay, where a bunch of freed slaves and a bunch of other people established a community shortly after the end of the Civil War.
Nice.
And Morfort, Georgia, which is not a real place, but
We just making
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's still a role playing game.
Yeah, exactly.
You can make stuff up.
it was,
It don't matter.
that's exactly what
Yeah.
that's exactly what I did. It was
Yeah.
just like, okay.
I'm cool with that.
But anywho's, yeah, after that place went under, which a lot of places like that did, okay, especially during the 1920s, they were getting crushed by expansionism, and you know, people with money and power knew how to target people who didn't have it. So that town got wiped away by the railroad, and that's what caused the separation.
You got fucked over by a railroad too.
we've all been fucked over by the railroad, dude.
Railroad's been fucking
It's
people
the
over-
railroad.
Since the railroad been fucking people since 1900.
Yeah.
Just laid the first
It's
track.
like the modern day banks. They fuck everybody up.
The IRS.
That's not my goal. I'm just trying to railroads are not fuck all that. I'm just trying to get back.
And this is going off conversations that you and I had,
Yes.
as far as
Yeah.
what would actually be.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
Easier on my laptop, and I guess I wrote down the wrong page.
what are you looking for?
Unbinding.
Unbinding? Is that an ability? Okay.
Is it a spell like that?
What are those little cards you got there?
What are we called? Sages
I got,
have, or is it?
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a
part of
sage
your?
thing.
I got ciphers,
That's at
like a whole deck of them now.
the sage stuff is at the beginning.
Artifacts,
Yeah, I know, but it.
And then it'll tell you the page number
character
right
cards.
next to it.
I had it written down with a page number, but this is different than my computer. You know what I mean?
I think the computer
Don't you
is
hate it
like
when it does
5 or
that?
6 pages earlier than what the book
Because
shows.
this is speaker,
Before it's the other way.
and unbinding is definitely not a speaker spell.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up the PDF now.
Explorer. Sage. Should be around
I really
30.
wish I had Black D20 for the rest of my sentence. When I bought it, there wasn't one in the box. It was a whole random box of random dice, and they didn't have any D20s of this set. And I love
It's
it.
called Unbinding.
Earth that's been turned into stone.
I believe in you guys. You guys can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, it could be done.
It could be a lot.
I've seen it done.
Mm.
I've seen it done.
What do you think would be worse? Oh, are you trying to do it right now?
Okay. So, as I step back, I touch Lance's hand. We'll see you this evening.
Certainly.
Our friends here and I are going to do a seance, communicate with some of the spirits in the area, which, you know me, that's not something I would normally do.
Okay.
But then I cast Unbind, which will immediately end one magical effect that is, or ongoing effect that is being used on Lance at this time.
Alrighty. What page is that?
It's on page 38
Okay.
in this book. It's page 38.
Here she is solving problems.
What tier spell is it? Do you know?
The Unbind,
Yeah.
it's level 3 Sage. It's right before you get to the 4th level of Sage. It's the 3rd one up.
So 4 intellect
Unbound.
points is the cost. I see it.
Yep.
Wow, I don't know why. That was a little hard to find where it's located at.
Yeah, it's not in the back of the book. Which,
Yep.
Alright, so Unbind.
so if there is any ongoing magical effect, I'm going to cancel it
Alright.
for 1d6 rounds.
Negated.
You immediately
Not a
end any
problem.
ongoing effect, and you can use this as a defensive action to cancel any incoming ability targeted at you, or you can cancel any device or the effect of any device at 1d6. So if it's not a device, it's automatically probably a roll for that level. But
Within immediate range.
you immediately
You must
end-
touch the effect or device to cancel it. So by touching his hand, if there was an effect that was on
On
him,
him,
you were
it'd be-
lifting the effect.
But he would feel me casting on him.
Okay.
Well, I feel
Something.
a magical aura.
Because I know you have that ability to see.
Yeah. Well, I feel the magical aura.
You have something right there on your eye, sweetie.
Oh yeah, I got allergies, so I'm constantly like
Tearing up.
Mine are so bad right now.
Yeah, it's, and then it just dries.
Okay.
So do I
Understood.
need to make a regular roll?
I found out that I'm mildly allergic to pet dander.
No.
And I just roll for the...
No, you
don't have to roll.
don't need to make a roll because there's no magical effect currently on you.
Okay. Well, you felt Magnolia cast on you.
She's just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Making sure you're on the up and up.
Yeah, there's no, just in case.
You've felt me heal you before, so you know what my purified
You were
energy
alone
feels
for
like.
too long for us to not think there might be some fuckery going on.
Okay.
I hate that to knock you out too.
Maybe something like that has to happen.
Are y'all gonna keep playing? I've got to go get
Oh, yeah, it's 4
Chance.
o'clock.
Yeah.
So you want me to just leave my stuff here?
Yeah, you just leave it here. You can come back
Okay.
and see.
This is my current levels. I haven't used any of my recoveries.
Okay.
So if you need to do anything,
Not a problem.
remember it's +3 for me.
Not a problem.
I don't need to be making shit. We need to be making shit because I don't think you have anything left either, do you?
I don't make shit no more. Yeah. It's all God.
Well, I'll tell you what, real quick, because y'all did leave. Who does not have who's not at their cipher limit?
I would not be at my cipher limit.
No, I have artifacts. I only have one cipher.
Okay. We have a cipher limit of 2, right?
Yeah.
So before y'all left town, I'm gonna say, because I didn't, and this is on me because I didn't ask, because whenever y'all were wrapping up from the last story. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3. And how many are you short?
On my person, I'll be short 2.
2. Okay.
But then I also have a big greedy bag, but I have stuff in it.
Do you have ciphers in there?
No. For my greedy bag, let me.
I'm gonna say if you get, because
Yeah, I can
I
put
only
stuff
have
in there
one.
also.
yeah, but I'm saying, do you have at least 3
I have-
ciphers?
I do. I have 1, 2. I have 3 ciphers in there.
Okay.
I do.
So you've got
So it's
your,
3. I don't know how much it can hold.
Well, that's neither. I think you just have to roll whenever you take something out.
Well, I was just saying, I didn't know if you was giving us something like we can make stuff and put it in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's the capacity because he has a greedy bag also.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it can hold.
How many ciphers do you have in the bag?
I have 3 in my bag currently.
Okay.
I have none on my body. I have 1 on my body, and I can hold 2 more.
Okay, I got you.
Yes.
I think the gree bag could hold 5.
I think it
I
was
seem to
5.
remember it.
I seem to think.
And then
5 seems like
I had a
number to me,
feather
too.
I could brush on something that could tell me exactly what I want to know for 2 questions. And then that was the only cipher because I ate the moon pie that was in there.
Okay.
So I can hold 5 slots. I have 3 in my bag. I only have 1 on my person.
Okay.
So I can have 2 on my person, and I have 2 more in my bag.
So I don't got any ciphers besides the gree bag.
Yes,
I only have a witch ball.
Okay, he took your healing thing, so if you had that on you, mark that off.
Gotcha. All right. Because y'all had saved the witch and y'all had kind of gone through the town. She didn't have any ciphers
Are there limits
left.
to the amount of artifacts you can have?
No, they just have their come due.
Yeah, I think it was a D20.
Because I have
On
2
yours?
Yeah. Do we remember?
No.
According to different artifacts,
I
have
know.
different come dues.
He had the old one,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you have the new one.
Yeah, the new
Yours
one
was
was
a
a
D100.
D100.
A D100, and his was a
Yours
D20.
was a D20.
For whenever I pull something out of the bag.
Yep. Anytime you take something from the bag.
It'll break them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you'll have too many ciphers and you go boom.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So don't keep that bag inside a bag. Let them fall
Yeah.
around.
All right, but you've got a total then of 4 ciphers on you, and the artifact of the Gregory bag.
Currently, I have 1 cipher on my body.
All right,
I have 3 in my bag.
that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
The total of,
Of
so
4.
you have 4 ciphers.
Correct. Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
and the Gregory bag.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So,
Cipher.
what's that? Give you one more. Give you one more. And give you one more.
I can look at this one.
Yep.
Obviously.
And then if you need to roll for it,
Mine is at level 1d6 plus 3. So I got to roll.
mm-hmm.
Plus 3 is 6. 6. Here.
Okay.
6. Granny's notebook.
Come on, 10. Let me roll a 6 on this bitch, please. Damn, 8. Well, with a level 10 of this item, I can attempt to see the future.
You got known secrets? Yeah, I have one. That's how I found out where parents was at.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I got a veil lifter, level 2.
Okay.
I open the bottle and I place it somewhere, and then within a long distance, I know everything that's in the small vicinity of that veil lifter, and I get assets with interacting with them.
Already written mine down.
Gotcha. Okay.
What do the level indicate? What if it's a level 6? What happens?
The card usually says what happens based on level.
Yeah, if for something like this,
Essentially,
I know, right? It ain't really like
the level's not going to have a whole lot to do with it,
yeah.
unless you're dealing with the fact that unless someone's trying to damage the cipher, destroy it, because someone like rolls against the cipher level to do things like that.
Understood.
But yeah, it's they should put rabbit. It's just rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yep.
Rabbit.
I always
You don't-
hear
you
rabbit,
don't wanna-
rabbit.
You don't want to
You hear what?
The rabbit.
Is that what you
That's,
hear?
that's what I
They
hear
munch
every
on you like
time.
a carrot stick.
It's rabbit.
Yeah, you don't want to see the rabbit.
Wabbit.
All right.
Okay, so Magnolia had done that. There's no magical effect going on. You can see the fact she's casting. You kind of heard her suspicions, but that communication that is going on between her and your mom is completely within their heads.
Yeah.
So
I want to do tool.
there's the icy stare that the two of you guys are going to notice more than anything. I'm going to say that you're still kind of.
I'm locked in, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it be
Mama.
naked women. Yeah, it
It's
be naked
Mama.
women walking around. I'm locked
Mama's
in.
going home. Mama's taking you home to cook you a meal.
And I get to go see my dad. I don't know what's going on.
You in paradise.
Cloud 9.
You saw what happened when the Sonder touched me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
this is real life.
Yep. There you go.
Come on now.
All right. Well. You hell. The others, it's up to y'all. She offered to cook with y'all. I'm going to say Magnolia is kind of giving everybody this look like she's looking towards you and you, Thomas, and obviously she can tell the fact that you're kind of caught
Out of it.
in what's going on. So there's not much point. She's letting you leave, but I think Magnolia would probably be trying to get the two of y'all to stay back and not accompany him. Then again, that being said, she may not want you to be alone. So I know she left at a bad time. So
We're
I'll
going
leave
to
it
the
up to
Sandry before we go to the house.
if she's cooking for more people. She said that she could stop by at the market basically and pick up a few things, kind of stretch supper out a little bit.
I never kept track of how much money he's
that.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Tired. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I'll go with Lance.
All right. Thomas, what are you going to do?
My name is Lance. And I like nuts.
I'm the new Lance now. Come here, ladies.
What am I gonna do? I definitely need to buy new matches.
So you follow him in the grocery store then. They sell matches at the grocery store.
Hell yeah.
Let's just keep things moving.
Yeah,
Everybody,
exactly.
everybody together.
All right,
I want to buy some butter knives
All right.
so I can throw them. Some throwing butter knives.
let's move forward. Keep going.
Y'all get to the
Thomas
grocery
gets
store.
butter
She picks up a few things. She picks up some ham hocks, and she goes over. She sees the fact that they've got a couple of different vegetables that are on sale. She kind of gathers those up.
When she gathers, whenever she gathers,
Stop, dude.
I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
pull
all
out
need to
money
now.
and try to pay for the groceries.
Stop.
Okay, not a problem. It's like $4.
All right, I got $10 left.
Together.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, I got more than that. I got $17, so there's $4.
Okay.
$13.
You know, imagine going to a grocery store and buying enough for a meal, walking out and only spending $4.
Yeah, I know, right? Good time.
Oh, I was just at the grocery store yesterday because my mom texted me to buy olive oil. It's like $30 fucking for like a thing of olive oil. I was like, God damn, crazy.
That's why actually I gotta get home when I'm cooking oxtails.
I've never seen that oil. All of them have the oil in it.
I'm seasoning them. I gotta.
Oxtails?
Yeah, I'm making oxtails for tomorrow, but
They're so
it's like a
good.
5-hour. I gotta
So
prep them,
gross.
Marinate them.
and then
Such
that's why
a
I'm getting home
weird part of
early
the
today.
animal. to
I got
focus
you.
on.
The stuff's ready to go.
Gotcha.
Let's keep going.
Yep. Well, oxtails it is. Now you got that in my mind, right?
Yeah, we can change it. To
So, yeah.
You guys see? You guys been to the mall recently? They got a new restaurant there. It's called the Jerk Hut.
The jerk hut?
I mean, like no, like
Jerked food.
like jerk.
Oh,
like
okay.
Jamaican
Jerk
jerk.
chicken,
But
and what's the name like
the one thing I wouldn't call it is a hut.
that? The jerk hut.
The Jerk Hut.
Every dish is made back to back, baby.
Yeah,
Perfect,
they're, whoever came up with the name, I don't know if they
Yeah, I
did it
don't-
on
yeah.
purpose or they thought about it. Let's keep it
On
moving. 'cause I
purpose.
gotta leave.
Yeah.
How do you write that down? They have a whole sign made, like neon sign. They had to.
No,
get
seriously, can I buy like some throwing butter?
We're going to go to Lance's house, Lance's mom's house. All
We let him
right?
get his matches.
butter knife?
Yep. You get your matches.
Or some type of
147
thrown implement
Yeah.
as a thrown weapon.
10
like,
cents of that $4
like
was a
10
book
steaks.
of matches.
Okay,
You just kind of had them throw it on in there
Yeah.
so you could just get through the line
Yeah,
quicker.
Well, I'm trying to get home. I'm like, F this store. Let's.
Meet my dad.
Yeah,
This guy.
exactly. Go ahead.
All right.
These are strike on box matches. I want strike anywhere matches. We have to go back.
I'll leave.
I leave. I follow.
These are useless.
You're not going to be able to light the blue ghost with these.
Got to
Exactly.
keep the box. What is that?
Your mom comes in, opening the door to her house, going in, setting some stuff down on the counter. And Ellen, that you? As the guy comes from around the corner. He's not wearing the coat or carrying the bag, but this right here is Emmett Morford, your father.
So we're in the house now.
Yep.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do?
As he speaks up and turns around the corner, quite silent for a bit. Fuck. It's me, Lance.
He turns, looks towards you. You don't know what sort of look that is.
I run up to him anyway, trying to hug him. No matter how he's looking.
Daddy.
Yeah, well,
Even if he's
hold
not
on.
real
Yeah,
big.
you gotta get that hand in your
Yeah,
chest,
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, hold on." You're throwing this at me a little fast, there, son. Way too fast.
I'm balling. Crying.
She's like,
I'm crying, brother. Happy tears.
she smiles to him. She's like, he's your father's grandchild.
Who the fuck says
So
that?
he is.
This family.
Jesus. It's like, oh, you're your uncle's nephew. Thanks for stating the fucking obvious there, Ma.
It was a weird statement. Not
Tom just cocks his head.
going to dwell on it any further than
Let's
that, but
just
that is exactly
crucify.
what she said to him.
Look at my Tom like,
Well,
I'm gonna.
let me get a look at you. He steps back again and kind of,
Yeah.
pushes out and kind of.
Trying to give a good look at you.
Let me get a good look at you. He does kind of pull those glasses back up, kind of ring
finger in
around
your
his
mouth,
ears.
checks your teeth, make sure you're not clean.
You do see where he kind of puts his thumb up, and that one eye of yours is like kind of like where he kind of pulls down your face a little bit, like he's really staring into that eye. Well,
I'm like, what's the name off of Zoolander? Papa.
I need to watch those movies. Dude, those are apparently fucking great.
I think at this point we're going to call this D&D session as
well, where you been? I'm sure you've got stories to tell.
Exactly. I have so much to tell both of them. It's been a long journey. Long, crazy journey. But my foster family, they took care of me until I was the right age to come out and look for you guys on my own. I saw Aunt, I can't remember her name. What was her name?
Hilda May.
Hilda May. Yes.
Oh,
I met up with Aunt Hilda also on my journeys to find you guys.
So Hilda's the one who kept you.
I don't think I came up with a backstory for it.
That's okay.
But that's what I was saying. Just tell them
James
about,
and Tabitha.
I'll tell them about definitely with everything that happened. Morford name wasn't safe, and to keep me safe, they wanted to keep me away from that life as much as possible until I grown of age and whatever the name was for my foster family. They raised me until 16 and told me more about everything they knew and led me in the nearest direction of pretty much Aunt May and all the and told me what my actual last name was. And since then, I've been on a journey to earn money and find you guys.
There's goddamn dancer on this side of the Mississippi. Tell you.
You dance.
I'm a performer, yes.
Oh, really? Cool.
Never found a rug.
Your dad knows how to hold a wall up. That's what he knows how to do. She's over there, fixing collars and all that stuff.
Gotta hold the wall up.
Any dance hall wall is in no danger of falling down with your father around. So, I don't know. You must have gotten that from me.
And a lot of my life, I had to, fend for my own once I left out. But all of that is worth it, just to meet you guys again. Happily, Mom, let me help you cook. And I go over in the kitchen.
Oh, no. You sit down and you talk to your pa. I've got this. He's like, let her cook. It'll be fine. Best to stay out of her way. Sharp objects in that kitchen and all, and your mother ain't never been patient for anything getting in her way.
I tell him, I introduce my dad to Monto. Like, to be honest with you, Dad, I've been, I feel like I had a call to help individuals. My past lifestyle, going to different locations, performing, and making money. I met a couple of great people. I can't remember her name. What was your daughter's name? No, the one name.
Chrissy's character.
Oh, Emma.
Emma. Yes.
Emma was actually your best friend for a while, and the one who got you involved with the rest of them until she got kidnapped and
I'll pretty much go over
Never to return.
And as we sitting at the table, I start off with. I'll just be giving the information about Emma, our prior history of performing at different locations, and I will save the juicy stuff until Mom gets back to the table. And tell them about the sondering and all of that. However long the conversation is, that's where I'm moving. I'm moving from the beginning all the way to. That's how much information I'm trying to get.
That's okay. That's not a problem. Yeah, I don't expect you to recap the entire campaign.
Exactly.
You recap, but you're telling me you recap the campaign.
Exactly.
That's okay.
You're allowed 3 inaccuracies.
All right, motto. I'm going to do a bit of a GM intrusion here, so take 2 experience. You can pass one off to somebody. But I will need you to make an intelligence roll. This is something unexpected, so I'm afraid effort cannot be applied.
Yeah.
However, what's your knowledge of herbalism and the like?
Oh no.
Nothing anymore.
Okay. And then there was.
Wait, I don't get XP for intrusions.
Ah, that's right. Doomed soul.
I rolled a 5.
Well, then at the time, there's everyone sits down. Y'all have a good meal, okay?
And at some point,
and that shortly after the meal, Thomas is sitting back and he's just. Monto, you're feeling it too, man. This was some good food.
getting put to sleep again.
Just settled right on in.
I'm not even looking at you guys. I'm literally.
You're just sitting there talking.
Talking
to everybody.
I'm just. Zooming.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know.
Very soft tones as you're going out there, sitting down with your dad as he's stuffing a pipe, and then going through and Lighten it up.
Sacrifice or something.
God damn it.
No. So, a performing artist, huh? As y'all are sitting on the front porch and him just kind of rocking, letting you continue to tell, and he's like, must be how you keep in shape like that. I mean, it's like
Exactly.
strong legs. I bet you're quick as a whip, too, aren't you?
Yep. Show them a little flourish of dance moves. Tell them about the battles and fights that we fought. Obviously, I tell them about Mato. I really made a connection with him.
You see your mom leading, by the way, as you're looking into the house.
Yeah.
Mato and Thomas are being taken upstairs. She's just kind of like, y'all, come on now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, boys. Y'all go on. And just such easy tones. Let's get y'all on upstairs.
like
Get
it.
y'all-
I don't like it.
You know,
Am
get some
I
of this-
completely out of it?
Oh yeah.
Kinda like a train.
You completely failed that roll. She dosed y'all up nice.
I
doing
got a
that.
roll.
Those show real nice, like
Yeah.
My character is known to eat what's put in front of him. So.
without question.
Ain't nothing like Agnes's cooking.
Now Thomas, though,
I gotta go
you're
back there.
you're a big boy, so when you get up there and you lay down, there are certain things that can put a man down, put him to sleep. Okay. But then there's certain dosing questions that come around when a guy is 6'6" and
You
weighs
start
nearly
to think,
300
you be like,
pounds.
The succubus one.
you know what? Yeah, you look at it, you look at him,
I just die.
you look at him.
No kill like overkill.
You know what?
So
just
I'm
think
going to
about
have
it.
you make a might check, all right? A might check. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that as you feel your heart, just listen.
No! It's getting real slow. Uh-oh.
I will allow effort to be used for this, but this is a
I could die.
this is a difficulty 6 roll.
Jesus, man. Come on. Fuck. Shit. Damn.
Oh, you know what? I didn't really think about it. Probably doesn't matter too
I'm
much.
going to use 2 effort.
Sun's getting low, big fella.
Go, I'm going to put it in a fucking coma. She was like, probably not enough. Natural 20.
Nat 20.
You spend your might that you did to apply the 2 effort, so lower your might down by that amount.
Yes.
But
22 might.
you here in the night, you kind of you're gripping hold, you're digging your nails into your arm as you're sitting up. You have been fucking poisoned. Okay?
Is Mato in the same room?
Yeah, she put y'all both down. Mato is laying there just like not a freaking care in the world. Took y'all shoes off. She kind of, she put y'all to bed.
Put those doggies back away.
Y'all are laid up. You got
They
that
barking.
the quilted yarn blanket that's kind of laid down across the foot of the bed, where someone's done some nice crocheting. You know the crochet pillows that you're kind of resting your head against, but you felt your heart just start to stop for a second.
That's not cool.
You almost see the shadows in the corner of the boy standing there looking at you. Like you were almost there. Of course, he's disappearing. You know where your soul is going.
Oh.
It ain't to a good. It ain't to a happy place.
Straight down, baby.
You got way too much blood on your hands to be expecting to be playing a harp later on. So it scared you.
I'm gonna wake Mato up if I can, and if I
You-
can't, I'm done.
Slap me up, baby.
Well, I will put it this way: you're gonna roll a d6.
2.
2? It doesn't take you too much. You take 2 might damage. He had to really kind of put some pinching on you and some shaking you a bit.
Wake up, damn it.
It's just whiplash from going.
And even now, I need you both to behave. Y'all are 1 step down on the damage track because of the effects of this poison. You're both impaired. then you're fine. But Mato, you are impaired.
I was born impaired.
They were trying to fucking kill me.
Well, they really weren't. But like I said,
I don't know that. Maybe I got to him before he died too. I don't fucking know. I've been poisoned.
So,
that's what this natural
now
place
that I'm
is.
awake, I want to use my veil lifter, and I just open it and I put it like on the nightstand, if there's a nightstand, or on the ground.
okay.
And so anything in the local vicinity is aware. I'm aware of it, and I have it, and I can interact with it. So anything that's not readily visible is visible to me now.
Okay, gotcha.
And anything in the area.
But it doesn't make
I
it where you
interact
can
with
see
it.
through walls or any of that stuff or anything like that.
No, I can. Like, I can't see, but it does, the way it describes it, I can't see through it, but I know it's there, and I know where it's at. So, I guess it's a feeling.
Can you read the actual script?
I don't have the card no more.
I ain't
What's
got
it called?
no more.
Veil lifter. And I think, to my understanding, anything within the vicinity, I can interact with at an advantage.
So you take the lid off the bottle and hide it somewhere that it can't be found. This thins the veil between worlds within long range for 10 minutes per cipher level. You can see all items and creatures that normally can't be perceived or seen, and you gain an asset in interacting with them. Oh! Alright then. Well then.
There's some ghosts in this house. There's some ghosts in this house.
Just outside the door are a couple of wrongnesses.
What the wrong?
A wrongness. It's a being
Can I see
summoned
too,
from-
or no? Is it just you?
I think it's just me. Wrongness.
No,
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
I don't
You
know.
know
My
You
bad.
just get to see. You don't get to know.
Yeah, you get to
My
see,
bad.
brother. Come on now. Party foul.
My
Party
Party
foul.
bad. I spilled the beer. I'm sorry.
Yep, pass that back.
Yeah.
I can't trust you with it.
I want to see.
You can't trust me with
Party
it.
foul. Yeah, I can't trust you. All right, go ahead.
There's two of them right outside the door.
Okay.
And they're within the shadow of the doorway.
Are they intelligent, or do I know anything about them?
What they look like?
You know what they look like.
Yeah, they'll let
And
you see 'em.
I will go ahead and let you make an intelligence roll because you are a sage, right? Or what are you?
I'm a protector now.
You're
I'm
a-
a beholden protector.
That's all I'm talking about, baby. Best class.
Yeah. Nah, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Yep. You just
Did they join
you ain't got
Magnolia
it.
too?
Can I say?
Magnolia didn't come here.
She's with
And
Magnolia asked y'all to go ahead and keep an eye on them, but
one
Magnolia
person
was.
who's not, who could see, who's not completely.
Hey, can you guys talk?
It's gonna be like an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Can we make a pact?
What?
I said, can we make a pact?
How about no? Are they corporeal? If they're corporeal, they're fucked.
Now, by the way, guys, I don't know what weapons y'all normally carry on you, but when y'all were tucked away and put to bed, you do know that she did not just leave you with your weapons.
Oh, that's crazy. Did she
Okay.
cut my hands off?
No, I'm afraid that you've still got all of that.
Nah, she put mittens on.
Yeah, I guess that.
She looks down straight mitten, crocheted up.
Fucking nubs.
Yeah. But a small bottle that you had like tucked away in the
Yeah.
pocket. That's one thing, okay.
Yeah.
But I will say, like
Taekwondo
your
training.
bags and such as that, they're not they're not readily available to you. So no swords, knives, guns.
Baseball bats, none of that.
Yeah.
Well, the bat's dead.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I mean, I
I'm
guess I could
gonna
always
get my
just
gun back.
pull
It's just-
out my feather and stroke the wrongness with it. Tell me who you serve. But anyways, I'm gonna try.
I'm sorry, bad imagery there. Very bad.
But I'm gonna
imagery.
try and speak with him, like with no cipher. but I just want to see if they can be communicated with.
You on the other side of the door. Don't open it. You on the other side of the door.
Hey, I know you're over there. I heard you.
So you open the door.
No.
All right.
I don't know.
On an odd number, I open the door.
Are you
I open
really?
the
Come
door.
on, mate. You gotta make decisions.
Yeah, no,
Don't do
that's
that.
All
Come on,
right.
man.
Okay.
Not a GM anymore. You're a
Yes.
player now.
Well, then I won't open the door, but I'll say, hey, I can see. I know you're there.
All right then. You do see that now there's one less as it goes down the steps.
I don't know what's going on. Don't look to me.
There's
for
ghosts on the other side of the door.
What?
Ghosts.
I open the door.
Ghostesses.
You open the door,
Standard ghost shit.
and in the darkness of the hall, this thing. Okay.
What the fuck? Is that a Gengar? What the fuck?
No, it's a ghastly.
Kind of looks like Venom, but he did meth for a long time.
He can't stand up straight no more.
Oh.
All right. I need.
man, you gotta
I need
rock,
the
man.
two of you to go ahead and roll initiative for me,
Roll
please.
initiative.
11.
I got a 6, but it's eased.
I got an
I doubt they're
11.
difficult to 3 creatures.
9.
All right. It's dark in the corner, but actually 9 and what are
11.
you? 11. You're going first. What are you doing? This thing is just kind of in the
Hey!
corner.
I wanted to go first.
Gotta roll high, bro.
No. I can't.
Um.
No weapons, boy.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and punch him.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch him.
I run up to him and just punch the fucking ghost in the hallway. Go give it
I
to
guess I
him.
could take off my shoe and throw it at him. Who knows?
Give it to him.
It doesn't say the object you need to throw is a weapon, right?
No.
You need to throw something.
Yeah.
You don't have shoes on.
Is there a
Okay.
chair in this room?
Like I said, she took shoes off, tucked y'all in, nice and comfy.
Are there any bits or baubles? Maybe an ashtray?
It's just an empty room with 2 cots.
It was a nice little it was a nice bed, actually.
What's
She
in the
put y'all
room?
side by
Does he have
side in the
anything?
bed.
Picture frames?
There's
You gotta get creative here.
there's I will say there's some pictures on the wall. You've got the you've got candlesticks that are
Bro!
in here because it is the 1920s.
Yeah.
Wow!
I guess I'll throw the lead candlesticks.
So you're reaching over, you're grabbing a candlestick, and you're hurling it at this thing.
Yes.
Peter.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, roll to hit.
Yeah,
Pewter.
Peter. A computer candlestick.
And I'm gonna also use quick throw. I'm just gonna. How many things are in this room? Throwable
How many
things.
feasibly things?
If he's
you
opened the door and you're standing over by the dresser, there's at least 2 candlesticks on the dresser.
All right.
A vase that has got some dried flowers that are still sticking up in the
Each
top.
flower
in
is
the
a
middle.
weapon. No. They didn't
A
know
thorned
they lived
rose.
here, bro.
So I'm just gonna use 2 speed. Now, and after using a thrown weapon, you draw another light weapon and make another thrown attack against the same target
All right.
or different.
Okay.
So, and we're gonna assume these candlesticks are light thrown weapons at this point. Are we gonna qualify them as light or medium?
I will say that they're you can wield it one-handed. The light, they're light.
Okay.
I think you only can throw one.
I can throw light, medium, and heavy
It was
weapons,
Motto in the
but
bedroom with the
I'm trained in
candlestick.
throwing light weapons,
Right.
and then I get +1 damage if it's a light weapon I'm throwing.
So
Yeah.
read it.
Even if you wrap 2 hands on this candlestick and hit somebody, it would still just be a little bump.
All right. So I got a 16, and then so I'll just roll again,
Damage.
and a 14.
Okay.
So
6 damage.
So you throw the candlestick. How much damage are your candlesticks able to do?
3.
3.
So a total of 6.
All right. So
If both hit, 14 and a 16.
okay. All right. So you into the shadow there in the corner, and it's like you can almost hear the fact that it doesn't kind of clatter against the corner. It definitely hits something solid in there. That it, and then
Oh, it's corporeal.
and
Get
then
knocked the fuck out.
drop. But the sounds of the candlesticks hitting the floor and this thing kind of almost hissing and very small amount of vapor that's there as it seems to be trying to creep. And where the doors open, it's like it's trying to creep and slide through that gap that formed whenever the doors open from the hinge. Just that little sliver of a gap. It's like it's trying to suck its way around there, but you're able to go as you're seeing it trying to pull its way into the room, actually. But away from being so exposed there in the hallway and where it would be kind of shielded by the back of the door.
I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah. Do what you do best.
That's what we do. I will in fact use crushing blow. Use a level of effort. So the level of the effort is free, so I spend 2.
Okay.
2 vitae. I'll go down to 20. And I get an extra level of effort on the damage. A free level of effort. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Actually, did you roll a level of effort to hit?
Yes.
So that means it's the equivalent of a 12. So actually, yes, it hits.
Ooh, buddy.
The last thing of you do crushing blow on this thing is it's kind of, like I said, it was kind of moving along trying to get there. So you slam your fist into this thing and you drive your fist actually punching a hole into the wall as
Nice.
well.
Nice.
Okay, as you kind of drive this thing, it's just like, and it kind of almost like pops in a way, just pops into black smoke. And it is just, you could feel that little bit of resistance against your fist whenever you first hit it. That just shatters and gives way as you then drive your fist through the wall, because there really wasn't much of it left at all.
Oh, Jesus. Well, alright. That was a waste. Oh, we did it.
Da, da, da,
I
da.
thought you said there was 2.
One
One,
went downstairs.
yeah. When I said hi, he didn't want to be friends.
Just say hi.
I mean, the first step to friendship is a hello.
It's a ghost.
It could be friendly. I don't know.
Who's Casper?
He's a G, bro. He's the OG.
Alright, what's next?
Go on now. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna pick up both the candlesticks.
Get some more stuff too. Yeah. Just start loading up on all the shit.
Is there a perk for unusual throwing weapons in this game? But anyways, so do I know anything else based on my veil? Because they last for 20 minutes.
Head down the steps into this little house. As you're coming down into the common room down at the bottom, you see the dining table that you guys had all ate out. It's got a leather rolled out like tools and instruments and such as that. You can see now in here the carpet. It's kind of been rolled to the side, and you can see a little bit of carvings and such that are on the ground. There are 4 total wrongnesses that are in the corners of this room, and they're like basically like against each of the 4 corners. They're kind of backed up into that darkness. That's what you see. You don't have as easy of a time to see them whenever they're using stealth, but I will say roll perception difficulty 4.
I have perception.
Good.
Natural 20.
Then you see them.
Yeah.
All right, and the one that is over there by Lance's mom, the 5th one, that's down there by her, like it's alerting her to the fact that you guys are up and about. And she seems to be anointing with oil this very thin, long blade that she's just kind of going through and kind of dabbing oil down the line of the blade. And then she's got like this slate stone that's kind of laid out in front of her. And she just goes and gently lays the blade down, the other tools still kind of laid there. Y'all can hear the wisp of the noise coming in from outside, of Lance talking and sounding very animated as his father is sitting back there, and you can see the back of his father's head as he's just kind of in this rocking chair, and Lance is in his own world out there as he's kind of going through, and you see him putting on a bit of a show, like he's dancing for his dad's entertainment, kind of showing him some of his best moves. Which, go ahead and roll your performance check, and
More candlestick at Lance. This is me saying that my character to your character. Throw one of those hands.
15 plus,
Easy.
you plus your, I think you're specialized, aren't you?
Yes. Yep, specialized in performing arts.
Yeah, so that's a different, that's like a 19, so yeah. You're putting on quite a show.
Yeah.
All right.
Give his dad a lap dance.
Had to make it creepy.
Yeah, you gotta.
Had to just push that right over the edge. He's dancing for his daddy.
This guy. All right, keep going.
You boys sure you don't want to just go on back upstairs now and get you some sleep?
Oh, if I would have stayed asleep, I would have never woke up. Delicious food, by the way. As I'm rolling up these nice new sleeves I got. Because I'm guessing the ghost didn't bleed on them, so that's good.
Yeah. No, it didn't.
Your butler was very, very kind, by the way.
Now, there's no need for any of that. No. Just rolling things up.
Oh,
First of all,
there's a need for
how do you
nothing
think
but
Lance
that.
is going to react if the two of you just suddenly come down here and start attacking me?
Oh, how would Lance feel? My good friend Lance. My awesome friend Lance. It's the first time I've ever called him.
Yep. I was always friend every time.
Every time.
There's always
My
air
good
quotes.
friend Lance.
No air quotes this time.
You attempted to kill me.
No, actually, that was not right. But you were a big boy, and figuring out exactly what would put you to sleep for the rest of the night.
Well, I'm going to put you to sleep for an interpermanent amount of time.
Now listen,
I said interpermanent.
boys.
I'm gonna be like, can we talk about this?
No.
Good idea, because this is something that y'all don't.
No, I'm not going to let her talk.
Initiative?
Yeah.
All right.
They do shit with their words, bro. These magic fuckers. They read minds. They take reality and move it. I'm like, nah. I rolled a 7, but it's easy, so it's 10.
These magic fuckers.
Alrighty.
Got my back, Monto?
I don't think you want me to have your back with the 2. But I got you.
Hey, man. Going last just means you're the support. You get to respond to everything that's happened around.
Technically, it's a 5 because of my veil. I have. Well, no, I got to interact. I don't think initiative is interaction. What's your character's name again? Thomas. Tommy? Alright.
Fucking blinder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I fucking love the Peaky fucking blinders. Alright, Tommy. I was going to try the diplomatic approach one time.
They tried to kill me for first.
But, it's glad to see that the shoe's on the other foot. You know?
Hey. When have I ever been about diplomacy?
Oh, wait, no, I gave one away. I forgot about that.
I have intimidation in my veins.
This is all happening in a 6-second round, this conversation.
Yes, it is, absolutely. All right, where were you on initiative? What number did you get?
Effective 10.
A 10. You had a.
Effective 5?
Yeah, effective 5, depending on how you want to. If the
Oh, no,
veil
it's just
counts
2.
for
Oh,
initiative.
All right.
I'm probably still going last.
All right, and just so I can get it out of the way, although you're not really aware of anything going on right now, go ahead and make your roll for initiative.
Oh, boy. Initiative is very high.
Nice.
Like,
Before me.
damn near that. Whenever I do come in, I rolled a 19, plus I'm Something just 19.
19. All right. So when you do come in, it'll be at the top of the
It'll be
round.
coming. Yeah.
All right.
No problem. Take your time. I just want to listen. I
I
want to know
don't
what's
want
going
one of
on.
those. You have an extra one of those?
No, but I can share.
No, you're good.
All right.
I'm okay. I bought some bougie ass water. I left it in the car though.
Oh yeah.
I love bougie water.
This water at work, man, expanding.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Funky bottle, dude.
Our finance manager likes the, what is it, Essentia water or something like that.
Bro,
Yeah.
best fucking water I've ever had. I never thought there'd be like, it's just all water. Not the water from Iceland, bro.
Yeah.
Shit goes down smooth as honey. Not as viscous, of course. That was fucking gross.
You're fucking funny, bro.
Appreciate it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You are coming down to attack. You just
I mean, you know, I might lose. That's right.
Aye.
We grow from our losses.
Yes. We're like fucking Super Saiyans. We just gotta get beat half to death for his Zenkai boost.
You feel like you're moving in slow motion. All this stuff that's done here in this house, you are in her home. Okay? All actions against her are hindered.
God damn it.
Okay? As long as you were inside this house.
What are actions against the house?
Now you know what? You don't know.
Cool. Molotov time.
That's what those matches are for, buddy.
Yeah, but that to get
It's
straight
gonna-
anywhere, and they took them.
I'm going to go ahead and, as you're coming down at her, she just kind of turns and looks towards you, and you swear you feel like she's just screaming into your ears, and I need you to make an intellect defense roll, please.
Intellect.
You just talk about these magic bitches, man.
Ruh-roh.
Ready?
Got a 19.
Ooh.
Actually, the dice like you. It's one more than you needed.
6.
Fuck.
So what's their level? 6?
6.
Huh?
Still 6?
Actually, she's technically level 5,
Oh, because you're Henry.
but you're in her house.
No, but you said actions against her, not her actions.
You're hindered against her, so it's the same
Oh, okay.
thing, right? Because
I'm gonna gouge
I'm
this
not
bitch's eyes
rolling. Right, so you're hindered in defending against her. You're hindered
roll
against
20.
attacking. Yeah, right. Okay.
This is not going to be
Yeah. No, it isn't.
I'm showing Dad how I'm hitting the additive. I was
Yeah.
going to the flourish. I was going to hit him with a black flip. So I'm showing him like one of the finishes. I'm going through my finishes there. What
Gotcha.
do you think of the side twist backflip kind of thing?
Fair enough.
Been working on this one for a while.
Yeah, but exactly.
That's the grade.
Exactly.
Do you approve of me, Papa?
Go ahead, keep going. I'll just say.
It's gritty.
You're next.
I'm next. Is Lance within like vision?
Lance is outside the house now. There's nothing you can
Wait, I
throw
didn't
and
get
hit.
to do anything.
Did you have higher than him, or he had higher?
No, he had a 2.
Yeah, he's higher.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
I'm gonna go
you're
pee.
still going.
Go ahead.
I got you, for some reason I got y'all flipped as far as which one you rolled higher. I know he rolled it like a 19, so I know whenever he comes in at the top.
Yeah. Give me two shakes.
Gotcha.
Gotta read up, make sure I'm doing this right. Bro, Lamb is so good right now.
Yeah, I can't wait for these socks too.
Alright, I'm gonna spend 2 speed points and all of my effort to hit her.
Okay.
So, the first one's free for me. So 2. I can do as much stuff as I want in a turn, right? As long as I spend the stuff for it.
and you've got a maximum amount of effort that you can do.
What I'm saying is, can I do a crushing blow and a gouge? Or
Do the-
Let's see,
the
do
ability
they
would
say
say
action?
action.
You get one action.
okay, so they're both action. So I only do gouge.
Okay.
I will spend 2 speed points, and 8, and then my effort will be normally be 5, but it only costs 2.
Okay.
And this attack is hindered, so I'm hindered twice. So basically, just it's a straight roll now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to poke her fucking eyes out.
All right. So you're hindered on the attack, and you're hindered because of her actions. So she's normally level 5, but you spent 2 levels of effort to bring it back down. So you need a 15 on the dice.
Okay. It's a 17.
Dice are liking y'all today.
So I will take the extra damage,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll take the full 6 damage for my unarmed attack,
Okay.
plus 1.
7 damage.
7 damage, and she's hindered on anything that relies on sight for the next
Okay.
hour.
All right.
And any it says during this time tests that rely on sight, which is most tasks, are hindered.
A task.
Any task, yeah. Casting
Okay.
spells, attacking, dodging.
Not a problem. Your go. But I'm going to say that while this is happening, you're dancing.
Yeah.
And then you hear your mother scream from inside the house. Okay? A glance through the window shows Thomas Ford as he has come down these stairs, and he seems to have just swiped across her face, and she's kind of turned away, blood
like a
lines kind of across her face. It is blatantly obvious that she was the one who was attacked.
Yep.
Okay? Your father, of course, standing, kind of whirling around when he heard her scream, as he's standing and stumbling upwards and looking in through the window, and he's like, "What in the high hells?"
I will.
But tell me in a minute, because you'll be at the top of the next round. You're going.
Okay. Let me see here. Oh, that's right. Oop. So, all right. So I guess I'm gonna. How much damage did you hit the mom for? 6? 7. All right. So I'm just gonna throw my candlesticks of justice at her.
Justice! He says that.
May the I'm gonna use a quick throw to throw 2 of them at her, and then so I'm trained in light weapons, so it's eased. So are we saying that what he did and then the house, they cancel each other out basically?
No, you're hindered on any action against her.
Okay.
He applied effort
Okay.
twice.
So because I'm training light weapons, it's a regular roll now. I'm gonna apply a.
She's hindered on all tests that require sight. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Which is pretty strong.
use my edge of 3 in speed to
Okay.
throw it at her. So I'm +1 against her, and then so that makes her a 5 now. Yep. Yeah. So she's it makes her a 4, and I'm gonna apply another 2 levels of effort to make her a 2. So that's gonna be 4. So that's just gonna be on the first throw, but I need to reapply it on the second throw if I did do that. I got a 12 against her being a 2 now. So the first thing hits for 3. And then 1.
Hold on. How many levels? Because I know you're.
I have
eased 'cause
3
it's
levels.
light. And
So
you
the
applied-
eased cancels it out.
So that brings it back to a 5, and you applied 3 levels of effort.
Yes.
Okay, all right, no
Yeah.
problem. Just make sure you spend the points.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then I'm gonna, because I have an edge of 3 in speed too.
all right.
So that
So it's just 4.
correct.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna basically do that again.
Okay.
Can't do simple math. Okay.
Now this time you've already used the effort on the other attack.
Yep. So I just applied the effort again.
No, you can't.
No,
use
you
it
can't. You
right.
Oh.
only use 3 effort per round.
Okay.
Take
So
your turn. Yeah,
back
you don't have to pay.
back to that.
It's just regular attack.
And I got a 10.
So that one's gonna miss.
I'll leave that as is.
Okay. So you hit her for 3 points. So she's taking 7 and 3.
Yes.
Okay. Top of the next round, it's going to be you, then your dad and your mom. Okay, and then it's going to go back to Thomas. But what is your initial reaction? Because now you get moving to the house, okay, and getting inside would be an entire action unless you spend make a speed 4 check, okay, and then I would give you one other action because you've got to move from outside to inside, okay.
Well, now I have a ability that happens as long as I can see the target.
Okay.
Uh,
So even seeing them through the window.
yep.
Okay.
Guessing your mom is not
I'm gonna have to use slice and strand on.
All right.
I'll knock some sense into you too.
On Tommy.
All right.
That's the only person I've seen that attack.
Not a problem. Slice and strand.
all you know,
Give
I
me
also
the
threw the
details of that
candle
one.
stand.
To be fair, if you took the arm,
Slice and strand. You pull on a strand of magic in the world and use it to slice a single foe at short range. But I can attack anything that's short range. I can attack long range.
That's right,
but
because
this
you
is
got
still-
another ability.
Yes. Inflicting 4 points of damage. It says it's an intellect point to use it. Don't know if it's intellect damage or if
No, it's
physical.
damage. It's a slicing strand, so it's physical damage. Are you applying any effort?
I still
No.
get to dodge.
Yeah. I still
Yeah,
use-
because it's going to be a
Yeah.
contested roll.
Yeah, I still use effort.
All right. So how much effort are you going to be putting into it?
I just use one effort.
One effort. All right. So you roll your dice because because after what happened with that, I had to look at what happens when it's player on player.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have anything that assists you with for speed defense, or you could also decide to rely on might defense?
I have speed defense.
Okay. So speed defense is easy for you.
Trained.
It's trained. All right. So you're adding 3 because you're trained in speed defense. You're
I'm
adding
adding
3.
6.
You're adding 6.
3 for effort, and then I'm also anything supernatural
Uh-huh.
is ease for me.
Okay. All right. So you're adding 6 to your dice. He's adding 3 to his.
Yes.
All right. And
If you
then,
move over, this will be so much easier.
yeah, I will.
Not right here, but. It's only 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about me moving over. So
Yes, I
You can
was.
say whatever you
yeah,
like, man.
yeah. Here, I was going to move out of the corner.
He's got the
Jeez.
outlet over there, and Chin's usually.
Yeah.
This is little tenders.
So go behind, cut behind me.
Wait, can I see his roll or not? Do I have to choose to
I
reroll
see what
before I
you're
see
saying.
his? Like, how does that work?
I see what you're saying because
You can choose to spend experience on a reroll if you don't like the result. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Then if you want to spend experience to reroll, you can. If not, you're taking 4 damage.
But if I
Well,
don't
he
spend
don't know if
experience-
he don't know if he succeeded.
Yeah,
He don't know if
yeah,
I
yeah.
bypass. That's why
Oh
he was
no
saying
no
if he
no
needed to see the roll.
no! You can get the results and decide to spend the experience.
Oh, okay.
points.
All right.
Not
First,
the
what did you roll?
results.
I'll tell mine first.
Okay.
I only
I rolled a
rolled.
9.
I rolled a 12.
6 plus 6 is 12. And you got what?
I rolled a 6.
A 9.
So I got a 9.
So you got a 9.
I'm
so,
gonna, you know, fuck it. We're gonna get experience.
all
Because
right.
I'm at the perfect experience where I can go to tier 3 after this session.
Okay. So since he's not spending experience to reroll, I'm just gonna unplug.
That's 17, baby. Let's go.
All right. So
So then, do I get a chance to use experience?
if you wish to,
Yeah, right. 'Cause
but now
I mean, hey, man,
now the number to beat
is
is 17.
12, 20, or something.
Or yeah, well exactly.
What's going
Well,
on?
you need a 14 on your dice then.
Yes.
Actually, I'm
Well,
sorry. Defender wins
Lance
a
is
tie.
defending his
You need a
mom.
15.
Right.
defending her honor.
I'll use one. I'll use one XP.
Okay.
Why not?
I can switch with you,
Not
Todd,
enough.
and just take this seat.
God, I didn't have one. Use another one. God. Actually, mine. It was actually more because when I re-roll and I use an experience point, it's eased whatever I'm doing. I'm lucky. You know.
But if I would
Okay.
do that
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time, I was like, hey, that's way too
No,
high.
you're good. You're good. You
But I
can
already
take it back.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead
Take
and
it
grab
back.
these back.
Go for it.
Take it back because it was literally impossible.
Yeah, right. That's what. If I would have knew that ahead of time, I was like, it would've been-
Dad, can you give him his experience back? That's kind of unfair. I got lucky, so it eased it, so he would have had to roll a natural 20 to beat me.
Oh, okay. All right, then we'll just
Yeah, I
say you
at
didn't do
20,
it.
I wouldn't even
I'm
tried
fine.
it because I'd been like,
Yeah, it would have been 17.
yeah,
Or,
that would have been way too high.
yeah, wait,
Yep. Okay.
Odd-wise.
Actually, you didn't need an 18.
18.
You needed 18,
Yeah, it
19, or
would've been
20.
great.
So you're just going to say you didn't try.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's cool, man.
Okay.
I was willing to just, yeah.
No, I don't want you to waste your experience, bro.
I ain't gonna cheat.
Yeah, that's the problem when it ends up being player versus player. It can become
That's why I made sure you
a,
knew
res-
I got
a
plus
resource drain for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, since you're back, I will say Magnolia probably was hanging back, keeping a distance.
Hopefully. Please,
Okay.
for the love of God, be around.
Seeing the fact that Lance was outside the front porch, his dad was sitting on the front porch. Lance was telling his story, letting him know what it was he does. He was performing for his dad. Everything from outside looked all well and good until a woman screamed from inside the house, a quick cry of alarm. And Lance and his father are now both up. Sounded like a woman's scream, or it could have been Thomas.
No one knows.
Glad that's reported.
But so you're going to be at a distance. I'll say that you could probably come in next round to be at least present outside the house. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and roll your initiative, so we'll know what order you'll come into next round.
In a quick update,
You want to
He
be my
was-
witness?
he was, well, you wouldn't know that. Hi.
18.
All right.
It's just I had to move
You
my
had a 19,
dice.
so
away
next
from
round should come
everybody.
in after you. All right. So you had sent in that slash trying to attack against
dodged it.
Thomas. Thomas managed to avoid getting slashed by you. You pretty much you're aware of what's going on.
Yes, sir.
And it is no,
Papa's
it is
turn or Mama's
it is we're gonna say Papa. Papa's gonna go ahead since he's coming in the house.
Big Daddy DM.
Where's he at?
Sorry. I let my emotions get the better of me.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know.
He punched his mom in the face.
Well, you clawed her eyes off.
Yeah, call the eyes
I went after that bitch's eyes.
up. Out of context, all you would know is
His mom screamed,
Yeah.
and she's bleeding from the eyes.
Well, she already doesn't have a bad feeling
only
about the mom.
Yeah.
So
The only
she-
context I have is that he just ran at her and clawed her eyes out. Now she's big in her eyes.
Clawed that bitch's fucking eyes off. Mess with the bull, you get the claw.
I was not gone that long.
No.
I try to actually being the peacekeeper this time around. I just want that to be known.
She listened to it. He tried. He
Shut
tried
up.
to
Keep
talk
throwing
first.
the candlestick.
He just like, you know what? I'm just gonna pop that.
Dad's just opening the door at this point, but he's like, Eluin! God's name, stop! His entire action right there.
Get knocked the fuck out.
Okay.
Look at your fucking bloodline.
That's what you said.
Now, for you, you swear, you can almost see the smile that she kind of has as she's got her hand kind of concealing her face
Oh, she likes
from the
it to say
direction
the
of
first
the
time she had to
door.
be told twice.
Okay.
What are those? They smell divine.
They're buffalo bites.
Oh.
She glances in the direction of these shadows that are all about the room. But she's like, I have no idea what's going on here. Please. And she's kind of picking up the knife and backing away from you. Stay back.
Oh, now you want to talk. Now you want to talk.
Your turn. What are you doing?
She didn't do anything. Now I look like the aggressor.
I mean, you kind of were in this scenario.
It's kind of what he said at the beginning, I guess.
What were those words? Magic bitches talk or something like that?
Yeah, I don't want this magic mace to talk. Yeah. I still don't.
Yeah.
That thought hasn't changed. It's like runes and shit on the floor. I'm not about it, man.
I like
Tools
runes, you
strewn
know.
upon the table. I was like, I thought Lance was getting tortured down here.
I used to
Apparently
fuck
you were
around
just
with tools before.
dancing.
Make some mud dolls. I'm a new man.
I know. I'm gonna hit your mom again.
Hey, do what your character. I said you do what your
Slap her
character.
across the jaw.
Okay. I'm gonna spend again 2 levels of effort and crushing blow, so I'll go down another 4 might.
I got enough to share. Somebody wants some.
Okay.
I will try. Only because everyone's talking about him. I just need one.
So, what the to hit her was.
She is currently.
I'm hindered, but she's hindered to dodge it.
No,
To
she's
see it
anything requiring. Oh, she needs to see it coming. Anything requiring sight. So yeah, I'll say you balance that out.
Okay.
Since it's a physical attack, so you need a 15 to hit her.
2 levels down's a 9.
Yep.
Got a 13.
So you smack her again for 6 damage.
Oh no, I used crushing blow, sir.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir.
So how much damage are you doing then?
Forgot.
Oh, okay, good number.
Right here.
When you don't know the numbers.
I got a free level of effort on the damage.
Okay.
So, whatever one little effort is, 3 damage.
Thought it was like 2.
Yeah, an effort
It's
level
2.
of effort is
On damage?
2.
I think so.
Okay.
I know. It's got to be more than that.
I'm pretty sure
You can
it's
put
2.
effort on damage. He just makes the villain so heavy that we've never been able to use effort to damage. Because we're trying to hit.
It's still 6.
Oh,
right?
they haven't had any problems on their dice rolls so far today.
I'm going hot.
I just got back.
Oh, okay. You're the cooler.
Pretty sure.
It's okay, guys. I got like 8 experience points. I can keep re-rolling.
We've seen you do that once or twice.
I went through like 10 one time and
I
still didn't
remember
get a
that.
success.
I don't even know what the search is.
What are you looking for?
Do
How much?
search up combat.
Hold on. Crushing blow is what you're looking for, right? Okay, hold on.
Well, it applies to free level of effort, so all you need to do is find out combat what effort does the damage.
First tier protector.
Is it first ability or second? Crush and blows.
Second?
Is it a first tier ability or second?
Second tier. 2 might points. When you use a bashing or bladed weapon in both hands and apply effort on the
Bladed
attack.
Weapon.
Bashing or bladed.
Weapon though.
Yep.
Do hands count as weapons?
If he's got the ability where he says his hands
That's at
count
the
as
end.
weapons.
That's the thing. Keep it-
If fighting unarmed, this attack is made with both feet or both fists together. Okay.
A drop kick.
All right. But you get a free level of effort
hammer.
on the damage. Okay. So by applying effort on the attack, you get effort on the damage if you spend an additional 2 might points. So you got to spend the 3 levels to get the effort plus the 2 might. So you're spending 5 right there just to apply 1, and I think you said you applied 2. So you're spending a total of 7 minus whatever your edge is.
The distance.
Okay, so you spent 4 might. Not a problem. Now, as far as applying effort to damage, I know that I found that problem before in this book. That it is not specific.
Pretty sure it's,
Yeah, because it's going to the Cipher Core book.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in the cipher.
Da, 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 da. Yep, no, it's 3. It's
Oh, is it?
Yep. Yep, thank you.
All right.
It's 3 if you're applying an effort to an attack that affects more than one person. It's 2.
Chance, you got some milkshake in your beard.
Your beard's shaking.
Looks
It's
good.
shaking, not
Looks
stirred.
good. Looks tasty. All right.
Mike, did you want to try
What
one?
happens when Mom explodes my milkshake while we're in the car?
I did.
So
But
you did 9.
I appreciate it.
Right? Because your fist heavy or medium?
6.
Your fists are 6.
So it's 9 damage.
Okay. All right.
Let her run the way it runs, man.
Yeah, so she definitely screams out. Now she just got clobbered, okay? As that happens,
Gotta double down.
all right.
That's not as spicy as I
Buffalo's generally.
Go ahead and get 2 experience and pass 1 off.
thought. Me?
Yep.
What did I do?
I smacked the shit out of her.
You just smacked the hell out of her.
What did I do?
You're getting a GM intrusion.
What did I do to deserve it?
Smacking
You
the shit
just
out of
smacked the hell out of her. You smacked the
Yeah,
hell out of a
boy.
defenseless woman.
Can you still get them from them?
her. Yes. I can get it passed to me. I don't
Just
get
can't
it.
get the
if-
original.
Yeah.
He's also helping me with the candlesticks.
Yeah.
There's my reasoning there.
No. He's the only one in there, isn't he? With you anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you so you can use it to roll against me.
all that makes
Nothing.
sense, yeah.
I have 8 now. So.
She's down on the floor. She's just like,
I'm outside looking confused.
oh, God.
You know what you are. Stop playing.
And crushing a mud doll.
Oh.
Here we go.
All right. So I'm gonna do a player intrusion. It's induce fear. Something about your presence, attack, or vocalization imbues your attacker with fear, so they falter and fall back. All actions against you, including defense, are hindered for 2 rounds.
Okay.
So
Not a problem. You rolled a what on your initiative?
it was because I didn't directly ask you. Because of the veil of the veil thing, it says interactions with things are
You have
added.
an asset on things that
Yeah.
are ended with
Did
interactions.
did initiative count as that? Or
No, that's not an interaction.
so a 2.
Okay.
That's what I
In that
thought.
case,
That's how I've been
I
rolling.
want to know. You can still say that, but I'm going to tell you what.
Okay.
What is also happening is the wrongnesses that are in this room, that are in the corner and over there by her. You're seeing them as they all are merging around Mato and are looking up to him like, in your orders, master.
Okay, understood.
You,
they like me.
So you see these wrongness gathering around
Okay.
like they were summoned by you.
Got it.
See, highs do build friendships, Tommy.
Don't tell them what happened.
So if you still want to do the same action, I just want you to know that
She's still gouged.
yeah,
That mud dog does not fix her eyes.
it's
Says
got a
nothing
duration.
An hour.
All right, so
The mud dog says nothing about curing ailments. She's
I imagine Lance and then the father are going
I
to
have to beat
be
her up again.
at the door. Yes.
His father's already at the door. Lance is not at the door because Lance did what he wanted to do from outside. And it's kind of, I'd say he probably moved his small immediate distance up to the porch.
Yeah.
But he's not in the doorway like his father is. His father just kind of burst in the room going like, what the hells?
Okay.
He didn't sound like that at all.
I got you.
But yeah.
Can I perceive if he's like a genuine threat or if he's just like a mundane dude that happens to be married to a crazy person? Because that'll make me decide what I do based on that.
You can see his silverly, because you have that ability to pierce the veil. He is looking across this room with the eyes of a wolf, picking out movement, picking out threats very quickly. His eyes are silver, and he is on the ready to do more if he needs to.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the player intrusion. Boop. And I'm just going to use my entire turn as kind of like a vocalization to induce fear in the father and have him like falter and fall back.
Really using the fuck out of it.
Huh?
I like it. I've never used one of those, so it's interesting.
So what I will say, and give me a moment to think about it. And what did he say, Stebbitt? Like, oh my, what's going on? And then I know that he's
heavens.
yeah, oh great heavens.
I think he was like, what the hells?
Yeah,
Or what in the high hells?
one of the high hells. I'll say something to the effect of, and I won't do it in RP because I don't know exactly what I want to say quite yet, but something to the effect of, if you know what's best for you, stay the fuck outside because the high heavens have come for your wife. And then I'm going to send the wrongnesses and say, go after whatever her name is. What's her name? It's Melfort?
Elwyn?
Elwyn?
Hallelujah.
So you're sending the wrongness to it.
Elwyn.
Okay. All right, not a problem. Roll against. He is a CR difficulty 5 to intimidate him.
Okay.
Probably ease from the experience, at least.
I'm going to definitely give you an asset for the intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll definitely say you've kind of played into that. So that brings it down to a difficulty 4.
Okay.
And I know that that's a player intrusion, but I still believe it doesn't like automatically.
19.
19 is going to do it.
No, it does happen automatically because they need GM true automatically.
I have to read the description on there.
I'll find it.
Yep.
It's under Beholden.
Either way, it happens because on a 19, he's So what is it? The effect going
So
to be?
the effect is, well, according to the way it's written to, actually it's going to be probably in this book.
Yeah.
Probably. So I can read the exact thing. Oh, perfect. I think it's some of the first options. Yeah, character descriptor, Beholden. So perfect. Well, maybe it's not under Beholden. I thought it was. Link, additional equipment, obligated. You are always
They said it when you create your. It's in your.
Then it's probably a part of Catamount.
Like the possessed gift, I think. It's in your focus.
So mine would be gets rough and ready.
Okay.
Yes.
So like Catamount.
Was that correct?
Was it? Based on what it was, I would have.
I think it's in your focus.
Yeah, I forgot where I pulled it from. 83.
It only has GM intrusion.
I got a whole.
No, there are
section.
player
Yeah,
intrusions.
I got a whole bunch of player intrusions. Oh no, it says Sage player intrusions. So it's under your.
Protector.
Yeah, it's under your protector.
Okay, so it's
Okay. So Sage. What is Protector first? Yep. Player intrusion. Induce fear. Something about your presence, attack, or vocalization imbues your attacker with fear so that they falter and fall back. All their actions against you, including defense, are hindered for 2 rounds.
oh, okay, all right, yeah, that would you would not roll for, okay, because you're just talking about he now is you're using a player intrusion or hinder him by 2 steps. All right, if you were like sending him running away, yeah, and it's only for a couple. It's a temporary effect.
Yeah.
For 2 rounds.
Yeah, he was saying
2
it
rounds,
was
2
different.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I can see where that's something you don't roll for. Okay.
Those are mine.
That's
Put
the
them
3
down.
rounds. Right. Okay. Yes, dear.
Wow, I wish I would have known this one. Perfect setup. I can hit 3 foes at once.
All right. And then you're commanding the wrongness to go after her. Okay. This is the top of the next round.
Yeah, after hearing all of that, all of that stuff that's going on, I will actually. I will go ahead and so I don't know what possessed you guys to hurt my family, but and I'll take out one of my ciphers and I'll
Just trust me, man.
Yeah, just trust.
I trust the devil can't dance when he's kneeling, and I crack that cipher.
Okay.
I'm not a devil.
And
After you crack that cipher, who's your enemies?
I'm your friend. I'm your
two
friend.
people beating my family down.
I'm
All
still
right.
outside.
But
So.
I don't think I know you even here.
No, you don't. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, she was hanging out
You
with
don't know
Anna.
exactly what's going on either.
Yeah, and really not much has happened other than the fact that they went to his house, had dinner. She drugged the two of them, okay, to get them out of the way.
Exactly.
And I almost died. You forgot that part.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Your character doesn't know that. Good point. Keep me straight.
Your character will only know.
Somebody has to.
It hasn't been long. It's nighttime.
I believe
Alright,
that's
so
the action. But
that is the
I'll
action.
be taking myself towards obviously the front door, entering where Papa went through.
Okay.
Movement action and whatnot. So I can
Alright.
see both of them in there, try to beat the shit out of my mom.
Just a loving beatdown.
Him sending creepy shadows at my mom, pointing.
They were already here.
I got it.
It all starts with a hello.
Don't worry.
He's been in the Rich has been in the room with us. Lance, however, is who he's playing.
He was dancing for Papa.
Exactly.
We're definitely separating the fact that the player knows the score, but I'm afraid that Lance does not. And so, after breaking that's pretty much your round. Your father goes in, and instead of actually going after you, he goes into Elowin, and it begins trying to shield her, okay, from the creatures. And he's like, please, and he's like, help me, Lance, let's get her out of here. And as he's trying to kind of pull her up and away.
And that's what I'm trying to move towards. Whatever my time.
She's like, I don't think it's their fault. I think they're possessed. And meanwhile, make an intellect defense roll as she's saying this and glancing up to you and hitting you with a mind spike again.
I fucking hate magic users, bro. They can just hide all their shit. I have to be all out in the open with what I do. I'm re-rolling that.
Being an asshole. You're out in the open bopping people for no reason.
That's a 19.
So you resist it, but you feel it whenever it was coming as she's putting on her show.
Anything I get out of the 19?
No, because it was a defense roll.
Damn it!
But it is,
Beat you up.
you are going next. After while her husband is trying to pull her out, okay? She's done her whole little thing and looking up to you like,
Are we at the top of the round?
She's on
no,
the
no.
floor.
Okay.
You were the top of the round.
Okay, yeah. She's at 18.
Yeah.
She'll be at 18.
So, yeah.
Go ahead.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna kick her in the face if she's on the ground.
Okay,
I fight dirty, dude.
that's fine. Roll to attack.
He might not know what she
Are
is, but I do.
the wrongnesses an asset for him?
Huh? No.
Oh.
They weren't seriously working for you.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to do what you say.
You were making it look
You
like-
made
you're making
you
it worse.
sold it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
made
yeah.
it worse.
My turn's over.
She
Did you miss?
made them come to you acting like that, like she was acting that y'all was the bad guys.
I didn't
And then
spend
when
anything
you
on
commanded
them.
them to attack,
Oh.
because she know.
I played right into her.
Yeah.
I played right into the folly.
Yeah, you did.
Hazel player
Tricked
intrusion?
in game and out of game.
If you've got the experience to
I
do
do.
it,
In fact, I have the experience.
it was
It's
in
called
action.
the perfect setup. I can attack 3 targets if they're, within reach of me.
Gonna do
Okay.
one of these.
There's only 2 within reach of you.
One of the little bastards,
Okay.
the husband and the wife.
All the little bastards are over by him.
No, he sent them towards.
No,
He was
they don't
confused.
obey him.
But
next to Lance?
according to the wording of perfect setup, based on something you learned, you can attack 3 people.
Is it up
He
to
did say
3?
he was moving.
Does it matter?
Lance,
No, I'm not going to use it.
you did say you were moving towards your mom, right?
It says fighting
I
at
gotta
least
wait.
3
Oh,
foes
he
and
said
each
that
one in the right
after my
spot
turn.
for you to
Oh, so
use
I'm
a trained
currently at the
move and
doorway.
attack to attack all 3 as a single
Go to
action.
the doorway.
Okay.
Then it was Papa's turn. He ran to Mom, protected her, and said, "Lance, help me get her." I still gotta wait for my turn to come and help me.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to use it. I don't prefer the compartment.
Okay. Well, keep your experience there for now.
Yep.
He grabbed it back.
But
Kick away, brother.
actually, the wrongness. They look towards you. They look towards her, and they make these wicked hissing sounds as they begin to move towards her and converge on her and her husband, who's sitting there. Emmett is looking towards them and looking towards her like, what the hell?
With my turn, Lance, when have you ever seen Monto summon these creatures? He doesn't even have the ability to do that.
He's been resurrected. But on my turn,
Better start to recognize. You better start putting some things
I am
together.
putting it together. He's been resurrected. He's a different Monto.
Or I will knock you the fuck out with the rest of your family.
He's a different Monto, brother.
Non-lethal
it's looking
headshot.
real bad. I know what's
The
going on.
Emmett is kind of doing like these little kicks, like trying to
Like
kick
he's-
these darkness
Yeah,
things
these guys
away.
are great fucking actors, bro. I see what you got your performance from.
A clandestine acting cult.
and pulling her.
None of them attacked visually. None of the people attacked you guys.
It's like in an old movie when a dude's surrounded, everyone's
Under
standing in a
siege.
circle going, ah.
I wasn't in the room when she admitted to poisoning me, though.
Correct.
I'm gonna get her to confess.
Sage player
Okay.
fusions.
Confession.
Yeah. You doing anything? They obeyed you.
I feel like on the allergy, bro. I found
They,
that recently.
they're going. They're not very effective at attacking, but as far
Right.
as you're seeing, they obeyed you. They're attacking them.
All right. I'm
You got the
gonna.
power, brother.
Can I?
I hate you so
I got
much.
the
You got the power. You
power.
got the power.
You're fucking me over more than she is.
You do have the power.
I'm gonna assume that there's light objects we're throwing in this dining room, living room.
Oh, plenty. Yeah, you can grab all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to knock her out.
So because the father is hindered, I'm gonna throw
Oh,
2.
she's hindered too.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, and she's on the ground. So.
She's hindered because she's blinded.
Yeah.
The
But
father-
then that breaks it even. But I'm +1 against the father.
Right. Why do you think the father is hindered because of your intimidation?
He
Yeah.
hasn't attacked us. Mother has.
All he did.
He doesn't know.
I mean, just slaughter the whole family at this point.
That's what I say. Do what your character would do. I'm all about doing what your character would do.
When she's
That's-
unconscious,
that's
we can
my-
explain ourselves.
That's my thing.
So we're just 2 dudes beating down a woman and saying, "All right, guys, hold on. There's a reasonable
beat the hell out of the
explanation for this. I need y'all to calm
Now,
down.
calm down. She
We
was
just
black.
beat the fuck out of her."
God, damn.
Oh, of course. But of course.
What needed to happen? You don't understand.
and look at the guy. I mean, he looks
look
like
at the
he looks like an Aryan.
I'm trustworthy.
This 6'19" person. The
So-
family, yes.
I'm just committing to this bit. You don't like it when intelligent people be talking. I don't like it when strong men be walking, I guess.
Go for it. Go.
Gonna take him at the legs. Alright, I'm just gonna throw 2 random household objects, I guess.
Okay.
Daggers or something.
Well, that's what
I
I
will
wanted
buy
to do
you
at the
some fucking
soldering, but we
daggers,
moved
bro.
past
All right,
it.
come on, roll. We gotta get moving.
Sorry. This
okay.
this needed to happen.
It's only all your
I'm
fault.
gonna try and at least finish out however this
So
shit goes
Yeah, that's what I'm
down.
trying to.
He's used 2 steps.
All right.
I did quick throw, and I have 3 edge and speed. So.
Okay, he's normally difficulty 5. He's now difficulty 3 for you, and a 9 hits the difficulty 3.
And another. Wait, that's a 6, right? Yeah,
Where's
That's
the
a
diamond?
6.
Okay.
yeah, that's a 6. So 1 hits, 1 misses.
All right, and it does how much damage to him? 3. So he takes 3 damage.
Oh! You hit him with an ashtray.
Okay. And now we're back up to the top of the round. You go, and then you'll be able to move up towards the house, okay? As you can see what's going on. So,
As
you see exactly as it's been described.
I got it. Lane's been following what's going on.
Okay.
And by the way, the last thing I said to you was said from my character to your character. Just you might not take it, but
Just
have
trust
you ever
us.
seen Mato?
Your mom and father need to
Little
die.
dark little creatures.
I got it. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
What you doing?
As I reach my hand, instead of the one streak that I pulled when I did the whip, I reach all 5 fingers in the air and I strike you and Mato at the same time.
Is this intellect damage?
No,
nothing.
it's physical.
Physical damage. So you need to make a roll,
Yes.
and then they'll both roll their defense. One roll to attack would be the number that they each need to beat.
4. So I knock off 3.
Is a perfectly reasonable explanation of this, I swear.
I use 1 effort.
When have you ever known me to beat a woman for no reason?
I got it, bro. My friends usually don't do that, right?
We've beaten quite a few women together.
I got it, bro. I got it.
When have you ever known me?
But there was always a reason.
a really good reason.
She spoke back to me.
I'll just do it. Let me do this math real quick.
That one
so
woman
3,
whose head became, Audrey 2, the witch, the vampires.
minus 3.
Come on, dude.
15. Okay.
The only
It's,
thing I
send
haven't
it.
fought that's a woman were dogs.
That will be. It will be 12 E's once, twice. So that's at 18.
18 guys. Roll your defense.
Okay.
I'll just take
So
If
can I
it's-
speed
if-
dodge
If it's
this?
speed defense, then you get to, if you're skilled, then add 3 to whatever number you roll.
I rolled a 14.
So you
Okay.
got 17 total.
So I am speed defense trained, and I have 3 edge and speed. So I'm adding 6 to my roll. And I got
Did
a
you-
19.
Did you? Well, okay. But did you already use your edge this round?
No, because I induced fear.
Oh, I
last
could use
round.
it for love of effort, couldn't I?
Okay.
Wait, but I have 3 levels of effort.
Yeah, I was just talking. If
I
you,
know, it's-
if
I
you used-
click through.
Don't worry, the 19 beat it anyway. But if you
Train. I did not use effort last time.
You use too much.
okay.
I know I didn't.
All right then.
I get hit.
All right, so you take 4 might damage.
Oh wait.
Okay. Ignores armor. Because it's the.
Don't wear armor.
All right.
Monk build.
Okay. And that's after.
Actually, it will also hit all the shadow creatures.
You believe all. Okay. So you're
Because
hitting.
obviously, I would believe
He would
that
think
he's-
they're attacking them.
And with an 18, it definitely hits all the shadow creatures.
Multiple strands of magic using to slice all creatures. Yep. All creatures that I presume are bad.
So the wrongnesses all get hit for 4 damage.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Because I have all my enemies.
So it's 6.
Yes.
You, with one steady throw, wipe out every one of the wrongnesses.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right?
So she had to hit me too.
Would they take the? Would he take the 6 or the 4?
Then if it's at plus 2, then you took 6, not 4, yes. See?
Just so
See?
we're
This
clear
is good.
today, we're still doing more damage to each other than we've done to anything else.
I've never done damage to my teammates.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I will move to position myself with my movement to be in front of Mom and Pop. Kill all the creatures that was down. Try to strike both of them, and I'll stay in front of them to protect them.
Okay. Magnolia, you are on your way to the house. You can kind of see the things that are going on through the front window. Lance has kind of positioned himself defensively. You can get to the door, but you would need to make a speed 4 check to act this round if you're wanting to do anything this round.
Just picture this looks like somebody going wall, trying to curb stomp an old lady on the ground.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
exactly what it
That's
looks
he
like.
said.
That's what it looks
That's
like.
exactly what it looks like.
We don't punch up, we punch down.
Yeah. As she falls to the ground, my man comes up there. He said, "I kicked this shit out of her."
I think this might be a 2v2.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
No, she knows.
And
better.
what Magnolia says, because I'm about to do a
No,
player
she knows
intrusion,
Okay.
is what in Granny's name is going on
Don't call Granny
in
now.
this house?
Okay.
We're fucking
And
up an
so-
old lady.
What's the intrusion?
The intrusion is that sudden vision, a flash of insight, provides you with a clear answer or suggests a course of action with regards to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle you are facing. My question was, what the hell is going on in here?
Okay. In that case, now as the character, you are aware of what you as the player are aware of, that his mom and dad, his mama is not so innocent. Of course, you already knew that. But this scene right here really does look like
Bad.
Mato and Thomas are the bad
Defending
guys.
ourselves.
But I know that she poisoned them.
You wouldn't know that.
But on your
That was
intrusion,
what
you
the
know.
intrusion is. I get a vision of
You-
why this is.
You got a vision of an answer to your question.
Yeah, it suggests a course of action with regard
Yeah.
to an urgent
Course of
question.
action.
Opposite. The course of action that you're seeing is the fact that
You need
uh,
How
to be
about
on our
why the
side.
hell is this happening?
right
Boom.
now,
It answers the
Mato.
But she didn't ask that.
I'm sorry, not Lance sees Mato and Thomas as the aggressors. That's what they look like. The whole scene is painted perfectly to put them two looking like the bad guys. Okay? And Lance is certain of that. As long as that witch can continue with this angle,
I've only
then
murdered a couple people. in my whole life, right? Not that.
that's the problem.
Like,
Because she won't ride this horse till as far as it can go. If she can sever the link between Lance and the rest of you, mission accomplished. She don't even have to kill them as long as she gets them away from Lance.
See, that's why she can't connive if she's conscious.
So that's your action, though, because of the fact you arriving there at the door, and that I'll give
Well,
you
it's
some
an
time to think
intrusion, you
about what to
don't
do.
have
Well, also unless you
it's
make a
still an
speed.
action. Just like when he did the intimidation, it's not free. It's
Yeah.
still an action.
I just don't know enough about intrusion.
So, but I don't.
Well,
Does
It's not. It doesn't say it's an action, but
I'm trying to figure out if my character knows that she tried to poison them or.
I think you just know that you're on our side.
Based on the question you just asked, no.
Okay.
yeah, you
you said
don't know
what
about
is what is currently going on.
right. They have reason. You know they have a good reason to be attacking. You don't know about the poisoning.
And you already know based on
I'm
your
gonna set this right here
telepathy.
so I know I already
Yeah.
used it.
right.
She's not.
And
Your character.
Oh, I said it loud enough for anybody in the long vicinity to hear me. I was poisoned by someone I don't know.
I was too far away at that time.
I'm a little upset he's forgetting
I
about it.
just did a basic double move
To get
to the door because
Yeah.
I heard a scream.
okay.
That's how I envisioned it because
Yeah.
the way he
Yeah, you're
described it,
not-
I kind of because I couldn't make an action. I'm like surveying the room.
Exactly. It's like
So
you're
that's
far
what I'm
away.
saying is
just
it's
keep
like,
my eye out on things.
It wouldn't take her action.
The double move did. Mike.
Oh,
the double move because I was from a long distance. But talking is a free action. I believe that we should all just stop now and get to the bottom of this. That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Because that's double move, free action, and
That would be Mike's turn.
Maybe Mike's turn.
No, actually,
Oh, no,
Grandma
you-
goes first.
Yeah.
Mom
Mom
goes
and dad.
first.
Actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he was trying to.
Mike, intellect defense roll again. And she's looking up. And she's like, what dark forces have y'all been meddling with?
Any dark forces?
Ain't nothing dark about my forces. That's not going to be enough.
It's gonna not be enough.
So you take 4 intellect damage.
Sure.
Are you a potato yet?
No. I'm down to half my intellect.
But luckily, the healer just arrived.
And then Daddy is like, are they possessed or are they? What is wrong with your friends? And that was you. Impressive. With all the
But yeah, everything, yeah.
Mike, your go.
On my turn, I have something to say.
Right now, it looks like I'm hiding behind
So
you.
I'm the
against
only
them.
aggressor, right?
Well,
I'm the only one,
You're
right?
at the front door.
So if I stop fighting, will initiative
I'll
stop?
be at.
If you tell me you stop fighting, then initiative is going to stay. It's also
You just
according to what
came
he
in the
does.
room right before
Let's
I
just beat
did.
the fuck out
So
of
really,
them.
it doesn't. It looks like me and you're like.
I mean, we already punched an old lady. I mean,
watched
why
old
should we
people
change
get beat up.
ourselves?
Back to full fucking health, dude. I can't do all that shit again.
And she
I mean-
and she didn't exactly hit. She
No.
didn't attack any of you guys.
She remember a fucking mind spike. There's something
Correct.
in there.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
not, oh, I'm just gonna think about it and it happens. You're casting magic at me, dude. Like, she doesn't have subtle spell. Where's that at? Where's that
guess
written?
it's kinda-
Specifically,
like how-
as somebody who has mind spike, depending on what she's trying to do, it can be completely invisible.
Well, the
and I think
healer's
it's
back.
The same way we
Let's
wouldn't have
just
known that they was doing a mind
we
fucking.
can do it,
a
bro.
mind
Because you
fuck.
remember
Let's
my
keep up
other
the old
character,
ladies
if she
together.
wants to do physical damage with mind spike, it shows a ray, but if she just wants to fuck with their head, there's nothing.
It's bullshit that you can just keep this fucking farce up and I gotta hit you in the face and be all obvious about it.
She's
And on
goading
top
you.
of that, if you and on top of that,
Oh,
if
I'm
you
goaded.
have enough edge, it's
See, commit. Let the dark side take
What's the
you.
worst thing
Tom.
happens?
But
I
it
die?
costs a lot to up.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit her again.
Well, no, now they're all three together. Now you can
I'm
use
not
perfect
hitting
strength.
Lance. Specifically, I'm not hitting Lance.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to talk to him, but hey, your mom's fucking crazy.
all right.
I'm gonna regret being in this
It's
doorway.
gonna be hard to talk while you trying to curve stuff.
She has.
You understand what I'm saying?
See, you gotta incapacitate him.
You've spoken to me more than you've spoken to your mother since you were a child.
Because if you get him debilitated, then he
You
would
don't know that
effectively be. You don't gotta kill him, but we do gotta take them out of combat.
Well, I can't debilitate them. They're NPCs.
You said you were attacking?
Yeah, we gotta move along. I'll do that.
I'll hold it for one turn. But if another magic, if she speaks, I'm gonna punch her in the mouth.
Be ready to roll. She's going to speak.
Or if she does any casting
Oh,
bullshit.
you can do induce fear, and it can be a part of your attack action. So that way she's hindered, and then you get +2 defense. Or wait, what is it? You get
They're hindered to do something.
yeah, they're hindered.
Well, it's been 2 rounds, I think, for
I'm,
Papa also.
I'm down like
No.
half of my stat pool.
No, this is
Not
the
till
second
mine.
round.
I'm down half of my stat pool total, and no one has attacked me yet. So
Yes,
that's
correct.
kind
That's
of
a-
bullshit. So
Induce fear.
No, he.
I'm
he
using the
very
rules.
obviously attacked you.
Correct. That's
He very obviously attacked you for the physical part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. He did 6 damage to you.
Yeah, I
And he attacked
I
you.
certainly did.
I'm tackling
the,
Lance.
the people, the actual people who are doing the sneaky stuff have not attacked you. That's
You're gonna
correct.
have to dodge your own fucking attack. You have to be able to see the guy. We'll put you in a full Nelson. You'll be able to see a fucking lick.
Look,
me.
it's something when you hit bad guys who are smart.
I don't like smart bad guys.
I like unconscious bad guys.
I say do what your character would do, brother.
I'm gonna fucking put you in a full Nelson.
I say do it.
What's the contested roll on that?
I can still see, as long as I can still see your legs or a piece of your arm or anything, I can still see you.
I'm not hurting you. I'm just gonna put you in a
But you
Nelson.
have to be able to move to do it.
A full Nelson. I pull strands, so I just use my fingers.
Yeah, as long as you...
That makes sense.
It'd take a
the
lot.
other myths.
You'd have to completely incapacitate and keep him from...
That's what I'm
doing
saying. You can induce fear or perfect strike. Because if you induce fear on the mother, you've already hindered her
I'm gonna
once.
hold it for one round.
Hold her
You
for
get,
one
you
round.
get one round to talk her into fucking spilling the beans.
Motto.
Are you throwing You send in more of your shadow clones. You
You had command of these
I'm gonna use my action to
shadows.
heal myself.
Aren't they
How
all
about
dead
that?
now?
Yeah, they all got wiped out in their one attack by by Lance. Lance wiped them all out.
Yeah, you sent them at my family, and I just destroyed all of them.
Yes.
And I
Your
heard
family
you.
fucking
You
created
literally
them.
pointed and said, "Go get that." You literally-
I have no idea why. You really sold it though.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard
like
to
the
back.
character, you gotta understand.
You
Like,
gave them more
like,
than you took from them, Otto.
That's what I'm saying. You kind of gotta. It's like you kind of gotta. You gotta at least try to understand where.
All right.
Like,
I have a way
you
I think
summoned
I
some
can help.
creature somehow, and you said, "Go get that."
At least I have asked you a question. You have done nothing to me but try to slice my fucking being from the world.
So I'm thinking of either doing two things.
I just defended a helpless person, literally helpless.
Okay. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm either gonna try and do an unexpected arrival again to have someone help, and then they're on the way, or I might just do the perfect strike. I'll spend an XP for the perfect strike, and I'm just gonna like take things off the table and just go like throw them at three of you guys. Find three foes
So
and
you're
each one in the right.
You're attacking Lance and his parents.
We gotta incapacitate them,
Okay.
Shotgun.
and then we can explain it. Let's like
I'm
the
all about doing what you feel is right.
You go for it, Otto.
I'm all about that.
Roll.
okay.
Let's get this done.
Three foes and one, and each one in the right spot for you to use train move to attack all three as a single action. Make separate attack roll for each foe. You remain limited by the amount of effort you can apply on one action.
All right, Dad's hindered 2 steps to you, so Dad's a 9 right now on the dice because he goes down to a 3. You're still.
Why is he hindered 2 steps?
Because of your fear.
I think it's the other
He
way.
got one. He got one turn.
No.
No, so what it was he's. I have been saying it
Other way
this
around.
twice, but I've been doing it right. So he's hindered once,
Okay.
and then I'm trained in light throwing weapons
Okay.
Oh, he's only hindered one from the intrusion.
from the induced fury.
Yes,
but
that-
it's
it is
once, but 2 rounds.
That's
Oh,
what we
okay.
got.
All right, gotcha. All right, so still you're eased once and he's hindered once, so that's still difficulty 3 instead of 5 on him.
Yes.
You want to roll? That's you. Tell me what order you're rolling them in.
Yes.
So we'll do Papa first.
All right, so that's difficulty 3. You need a 9.
And then I'm going to use, because I have 3 edge, so I'm going to use 1 level of effort to hit Papa, so he's a 6 now.
All right.
So that's a 19.
You hit Pop. You hit him for an additional 3 damage on top of what you normally would do.
So 6.
6 total damage as you. Okay.
Now,
Now.
if I knew you could do some cool shit like this, I might have hit her.
She.
I've been telling you that!
She is
they hit her like
she's level 5. Okay.
Yeah.
She's hindered once because she's blinded against whatever attack you
But
throw
the
at her.
house
But the
evens-
house eases her 1, so she's back to a 5.
She has a lair, bro. She's
Okay.
a bad guy.
I'm going to edge it once.
All right.
I
So
wasn't gonna-
you've used 2 levels of effort, but you've used them on 2 different things, so you don't get the.
Right, I
They're,
did
they're
2.
both costing 3.
Not yet.
Oh, but if I have an edge in 3.
You only get to use that edge once in the round.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you've already
Use
used
the edge for the
you-
first attack.
Dad's was free.
This is as a single action.
I
But it's
know,
3 different attacks.
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
still
3
limited
different
to-
attacks. You're rolling them 3
You can
different
apply
times.
why
one more level of effort.
That's why I
or
told you
2.
specifically 3 separate attacks. Because you have to roll 3 different times.
Right.
But I thought you used the edge towards the action.
You use edge.
For
Okay.
your first level of effort.
Edge is how many levels you
Right.
can use for free in a round.
And you're
So
still in the same
even
round.
if you use,
Well, what
even
I-
if you used all 3,
Right.
look, even if you use 3 levels on
Right.
1 attack, 3 would be free, and you'd still have to spend 2 plus 2, so you'd still spend 4.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was spending the 2 because I guess when I see it as a single action, it's all the same attack.
Yeah, but you
But I
can't
see what you're
use
saying.
edge.
Oh, no, I was
Multiple
going to
times
take
in the
2
same
away.
round.
I wasn't going to
Yeah,
use
because
edge.
the first level of effort was taken up by your edge. So just spend 2.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
That's how I was originally handling it.
Okay.
But I think I know I said it to make it confusing.
She's also hindered to dodge it, so she's 2
Yeah,
down.
and I've already taken the 2 off.
Oh, look, it cancels out. So.
So now she's a 4, but I'm trained in light weapon, so she's a 3.
Yeah, with effort, she becomes a 4, and trained in light weapons, she's a 3.
Dang. No. All right, so I'm gonna also
Then
hit Lance.
Lance gets to make a contested roll against you.
Mm-hmm.
Any level of effort that you use on him, you add 3 to your results. And if it's a light weapon, you add 3 to your result. Okay?
How much
So
effort did you already use?
He's already used both of his levels of effort.
I have 3 levels of effort.
Yeah, it's 3. He's tier 3 now.
You guys are fun.
All right.
I'm not tier 3. I need.
You came in late
Like,
because you were missing for a while.
I've been
trying.
I was
offset
also the
it.
same way. They was way higher than me.
But
I had to
anyways,
save XP.
You caught up with me when I spent an entire
Well,
two
you spent-
sessions
you spent, like-
spending all my points.
You spent like 7 points
Yeah.
or something.
What's that?
It was something
oh,
crazy. That's the only way I had caught up. Is that what it is? What it is.
It's
okay.
Now I think we're even.
so I did apply a level of effort. So,
All right. So
I have
13
adding 6.
plus 6 is 19.
That's a 5.
You got whacked with a
5.
candlestick.
All right. So that's 3 damage.
Yes.
All right. So you take 3 damage. Daddy took 6 damage.
Yes.
I have armor.
And Mama, luckily, because your dad was shielding her, luckily he took the blow for her and she didn't get hit.
So I got armor. A 4.
Yeah, and he's throwing a candlestick in your armor rate. Yeah, so it just kind of bounces off.
How do you
of
have
it.
armor?
His coat.
I have heavy armor plus a magical barrier warp. That's a mage. Alright.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Top of the round. Heavy armor is a rating of 3. But it also costs, unless you're trained in it, anytime you're using speed effort, you have to spend an extra 3 points of speed.
Yeah.
I will tell them to.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. No, you do not have that armor on.
I did take it off when I was dancing.
Yep. You have an armor rating. Your warp
1.
still works. You have an armor rating of 1.
So I
So you
take
do
2.
take 2 damage.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
So that's 6. That's true.
Okay.
I took it off when I was dancing. I will. On my turn, I'll tell everyone my seems possible, but from the journeys that we did have, I just need you guys to leave me alone. And then I'll just take a
You're
defensive
home,
stance.
bro. You've never even been here.
I'll take a defensive stance.
Chill out, bro. You only met him for 5 minutes.
For real. You don't even know if that's really your mama.
All right. You're in a defensive stance.
And
hindering all
I did not
attacks
attack you guys again. Give me a chance to leave, but we're gonna take it from there.
I know the solution now, but it's my turn.
Magnolia, it is your turn next.
No, I have a feather that guarantees an answer. I could give it to him and tell him to test the mother.
But she won't let you do that.
Well, refusal is also admittance in this scenario.
Scene where the guy gets accused of the method of his own death.
I know these
Because I am myself not sure what's going on here at this moment. I'm in agreement. Get out of his home.
A mistake.
But you know exactly what's going on based on your player intrusion.
No, actually, I only got a certain amount of information.
The question she asked is what is currently going on, not what happened. So the answer to her question would have been, you
And it
guys
wouldn't be
have
like
a
what
reason,
happened.
but are attacking.
And it probably
That's what he
and it
said.
doesn't.
But
give
she also knows she's a bad person, though. On your telepathic conversation
No,
last
I
time.
know she said I need to get rid of this bitch. She and I haven't had a conversation.
Telepathic.
As far as she knows, I was trying to mislead her son. I'm not a mind reader that way.
She mind read into somebody else's mind. You don't know what if somebody. It was like your
But I
mom.
think one could logic based on our combat, and then she says I need to get rid of this bitch. I think logic would stand to reason that she's probably a bad person in this scenario.
Like, what
You
did
can't-
you do to her to make her even think that way about you?
Exactly.
I read her mind.
Tap into somebody's mind.
Right, so
That's like me.
No,
if I'm
those are
going to-
already her surface thoughts. It wasn't in response to what you were doing.
She
That's
spoke-
what she was actively thinking.
and then the fact
when
that a
you
fight
met
is breaking
and
out,
that
For
she was
why?
dangerous.
it would logic would I would think it'd be only logical to make that assumption. But you could still do that action. But I think logically it's sound to know that she would be a hostile force.
I do look at his mom.
Yeah.
The mind game's stopped now. You will let them leave.
I'm not stopping anyone from leaving, but I fear for their safety too. Lance, they may be possessed by the same sort of devil that destroyed our town and your grandfather. As she looks towards Thomas, it could be inside of you.
Do I look possessed?
Make a intellect defense roll.
Yes. Should did that perfect strike, bro.
You're not fucking rolling well today.
No, you were wrong. Great
It's like,
today.
do I look possessed? As he's making that face of
Yeah.
just
That
inner
wince.
You know what?
turmoil.
Fuck it, it's
and
not over.
My
pain.
intellect's gonna go down to 1. I'm gonna use a level of effort. As well as my additional. So what's the difficulty?
But and when you do a reroll, you get 1 effort for luck.
So it's each twice. What is
Your hindered its difficulty is 6, so it's 18 on the dice you normally need.
She doesn't have to look at me to cast spells?
Huh? No. It's not sight based. I mean, she does have.
not sight based. You're literally looking at me to do it.
True. She is looking at you, but I'm not. It's not like it's a sight related task.
Are you sure?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
I'm certain. I'm certain. GM is ruling that,
Big Daddy
that,
GM
that
is-
mind spike is not a sight-related task. Now, if she was threading a needle,
Can she see my fucking brain?
She can hear it.
I got a 12.
okay.
You
Actually,
used it twice.
if you used it twice, a 12 is the number you need.
Perfect.
Okay.
Initiative.
So he says, "Do I look possessed?" And nothing happens.
And she tried to fucking mind strike me again. I felt that, right? It's not a invisible force I can't feel, see, or hear.
No, you felt it.
Okay, so
That's why you
she's
spent
getting
effort
fucking-
to resist it.
I'm going back into initiative, and she's getting kicked in the mouth.
Perfect strike.
Okay.
They're all
He's
together.
like,
I have no-
"Do I
I'm
look
not spending any more
possessed?"
experience with it.
And then he
Yeah,
turns.
do I look possessed to you? And then readies up the foot to kick her in the face.
the mouth.
Continue forth, brother.
That's fucking bullshit, bro.
Hey,
did
I-
6
all
damage
I'm
to
saying-
the dad.
Just think about it this way. It's like
There's
everybody
no
in the room,
no somatic component to casting spells at someone while 8 people are watching you. There's
Jeez.
nothing anyone can see at all.
Every time there has been a bit of a visual clue. Most times she has been looking at you, speaking to
Can
you.
someone I'm saying,
Right,
can
but-
someone roll
but
a
she-
fucking
it's-
insight check on this bitch?
right? That would
Good
probably,
point,
that would
guys.
probably be the
That would be the kicker. But every time she has addressed
All right, I'm
you,
gonna say before I do. Could someone other than me test this bitch? Because like, I'm not crazy, obviously.
obviously you're not trying, obviously you're not
Trying
trying
to
kick,
kill my
kick a
mind.
lady. You're obviously not trying to kick a lady Ashley down and scratch her eyes out. I understand. I understand completely. As rich. As
Come stop the
Glenn-
dad, Tom.
As
The fact that
Glenn-
all of this is happening and it's not even making you question it. You just had this fucking blind obedience to this woman you met 15 minutes ago. Like,
I'm gonna say,
It's
Mato
just really
Mato
hard.
really did not help
It-
when she sent the shadow creatures there, and he decided, okay,
To
then
send them
attack
after-
her.
Right. It was like, okay. I'm
I
like,
feel like
hey,
I'm the only good guy on
We
this team
busted
right
the
now,
door.
and I'm the most like.
I've been slinging some
Usually, I'm
damage.
the most like off good, like neutral type of.
You're the most anti-hero character.
I've murdered
usually.
people, and I have the best perspective out of all of us in this one.
Curb
That
stomp
doesn't
the
make
father,
any
Tommy.
No.
It's like, I guess,
I'm just gonna fucking leave. Like, I'm leaving you all. I'm leaving.
So
like that was an option to just leave.
that is the option. That is
That's what I'm saying.
that's-
3 times now.
Right.
I'm not staying for the conversation.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Are you
Gotcha.
kicking first?
No.
Okay,
I'm
that's,
leaving.
that's all I'm asking.
All right, it's
all
my
I,
turn.
all I
I
did
want
was
my
ask to
shit.
leave.
I want my
All
shit.
I
Where's
asked
my
was
shit?
All right.
She took my weapons when I went to sleep. Another fucking clue that's been,
It's not that I don't believe you.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
trying
it's
to
fine. No, I just
keep
want my
us
stuff.
from killing each other.
I want my stuff. I'm leaving.
We can give them back whatever they need. What are you doing?
You know what? Fuck
So-
it. I'll leave it. I don't care. I'm leaving. Mato, get my shit. I can talk to you later. If you survive.
So I'm gonna do the come do. 6, so it's fine. On my Gregory bag, I'm pulling out the feather.
Got a mud doll for me too?
I don't know. I'll make them no more. And so I go to Lance. I say, "Remember when I got this feather? This can force it. It can force 2 answers out of everyone. Ask her if she's the one that started all of this, and you know what this feather does." And I toss it to you.
I'll grab it.
Refusal is admittance.
Oh, I could have handed you my known secrets. Yeah, that would have
I've been saying that. But you played
Oh,
a
y'all
character.
weren't just planning on just kicking motherfuckers in the mouth. Some
But
That
my turn-
has
but-
always been
but
the
my turn
plan
is over.
in this group. We beat up first, and we ask questions later. We've
Actually,
always done
no.
that.
No, we don't. We don't. We make a plan. We start the plan, then we chase after everybody else,
every plan.
and then we clean up.
That is correct.
That's us, right?
That is
Yeah, but
correct.
you're skipping a key component there. The getting shit done. I'm trying to get shit done, and y'all are hindering the fuck out of me. So I'm just gonna leave. Y'all can do it.
Okay.
They could have easily like, hey, talk to him. But
Well,
man
actually,
walked
now
out.
Lance is the top of the round too, and he's got the feather.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah, we're back around.
yep. If he tosses it, I'll pick it up. I say, just leave. Leave now, please.
All right, use it though.
As he walks out the door, where's his stuff? I'll ask.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, either way, I'm gonna toss it out the door.
I just stored it in the small closet right under the stairs.
As he walk out and he's walking, are you walking out? Yes or no?
Well, I'm
We
waiting
had
to
tossed
grab
it.
the stuff, I guess, or you could toss it to me
Yeah,
outside.
that's the plan.
Okay.
Get out the house.
I
and
get
I'm
out the
gonna
house. Yeah.
and I will use my action to grab his stuff
Yeah.
and his stuff.
You know,
Both of his
you ever
stuff.
seen one of those small little closet doors that are underneath, like where the stairs
Harry,
are
where
going?
Harry Potter lived.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
okay.
exactly what I was
There's a young
thinking.
child.
Yep.
skeleton
He's just
in there.
right there. There's their bags.
Yep. I grab. I pocket the feather.
Mm-hmm.
I grab both of the bags. As he
I'm
storms
standing
out, he's
outside.
standing outside the door, and I shove the bags into his chest.
Okay.
Use the feather. That's what I was.
Actually, my cipher's in my bag, so you know he has it. If you
Huh?
want to use that. If the feather don't work, I have a level 8 known fucking.
I think mine was
It
level
was,
7 too.
and was the feather on you, or was it in your bag?
Mine can see
I
the-
said I was taking it out of the bag and I was tossing
Mine
it.
can see
then
the
you
past.
didn't have it on you at the time
Mine-
until he hands that over
Yeah,
to
that
you.
can happen that way. You
That's
can dig
when
in
you can then dig it and then hand him the feather.
My thing
then.
can literally show you the past.
Oh, and then
I don't know if you know what he has. It's
I
the whole
don't-
thing.
I showed it to you.
okay, there you go.
You used to be the magic guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So do you give me the known? I know what a known secret component is because I already used it to find
Yeah,
my family.
and I
Two
got
more
the
levels and I saw the future. Two more levels.
yeah,
So
but I got the Gregory bag with you all, and that's where the feather was at.
Do I
too.
leave? You keep the feather then, and I'll hold them to the known secret.
Okay,
spot.
whatever's more RP friendly.
As you, Mike, as your character walks past me,
Although I think the feather is a little bit.
I will.
And I want to say something to you.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Can you do it in passing, or does it
Yes.
take 6 seconds?
No,
Nice to touch you.
I can just touch you
Okay, because if it took more than a second,
You
I'd
get
I'd will not
5.
stop walking.
to add to any of your pools.
So she doesn't kill me the next time she sees me.
Look, it's not. It's a little bit more.
Don't forget, you can use your action to take a breath.
I did.
And
Yeah,
you already
Yeah,
did
you
that?
already did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
but like I rolled a 2.
Now I gotta
That's-
wait 10 minutes.
Okay.
As I shake,
Oh no, it's 1 minute, 10 minutes.
I'm
No,
a,
an action, 10 minutes, 1 hour. 10 hours.
I will shake. I'll grab Magnolia's hand, shake it. I don't know what got into it. I don't know exactly everything that's going on.
No reason to do it.
I just got here.
Zero reason for
I just
two
tell you
people
to be
to just go nuts. Alright.
Monto's
Mass
resurrection
hysteria.
might have created another entity in his body. I don't know.
They may have been trying to lead you to your father, Lance. After Elijah, he's the heir, then then it's you. They're trying to wipe out your bloodline. Maybe not your friends, but whatever was possessing them.
I'm not there.
Let's be honest. If evil was going to possess him, buddy, they would have possessed me because those two are kind of stupid.
It's easy to possess the stupid.
I'll be honest. Yeah. Okay. That is.
Whole argument
true.
dismantled. Good job, Lance.
Real good puppet there.
We have the battle of the
Keep dancing,
stupid.
puppet boy.
That it's really hard to argue with that.
Dad's real name Giuseppe.
I'm just seeing that. Damn lamb.
Penny's worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
as she
Penny's
walks
worth.
away, I will say I might have made a mistake bringing him back.
Your life was so
I do
radiant.
apologize.
Oh, damn.
Still not using
I'm
this
glad
idea.
I'm not there. Never let that be
Still
repeated.
not using the item that would solve
I
the
might,
problem.
I might have made a mistake.
That being
You might have
said,
been correct.
Literally,
that
he could
being
literally peer into the obscure past for 2 effort.
I ain't gonna do it right. Like,
I know.
Crack this bad boy.
I know.
That
It's funny,
being
RP.
said,
I get where
also
you're going.
know that. I mean, I know my cousin pretty well, and he's greedy
I wanted
know
all
this.
Penny's worth love.
because he spent 2 days
All for myself.
saying God juice,
Got you.
and that is probably the most valuable thing he's ever had in his hands, and he handed it to you. So that makes me question, because, dude, I hide my money from him. And he harassed me about the God juice.
And I do apologize for fighting to bring him back. It was probably a great mistake on my end.
I will say this,
If I was sitting where I'm nowhere near that level.
for the sake of our shared friend, who is not to be named in mixed company any longer, I read your mother's mind.
You guys are fucking
You said,
teaming up with Voldemort over here?
And like I said, I pretty much shake your hand and can you close the door?
I never walked inside.
Oh,
I
okay,
refused
okay.
to walk inside your
Yeah,
mother's house,
no worries.
which may have given you a hint too, because Magnolia didn't cross the threshold of this house.
Okay.
She stayed in the doorway and said, "Come on outside."
Yeah. And it's just, this is immediately after the situation of one fella kicking.
You gotta
kicking
process it all before you use the
see what I'm
cipher.
saying?
You gotta talk
it's
it
not
out.
you know what I mean. It's a crazy event that just happened. You kind of gotta,
Me and Tommy together. Man, we almost kicked her teeth in, bro.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
got to take a step back, but he can't take a step back to look at it.
All right.
I'm doing it for
Do
no
you need
reason.
to go?
Yeah.
All right. So the door is closing.
I
We're
might
gonna
be
have to.
violent, but my character is consistently low.
We're gonna have to, I guess, pick this up from where we are. I'll take it if you ain't.
I kind of want y'all to finish. Are y'all still gonna play?
Well, I think.
I'll leave this with you. Can leave this.
I mean,
with
he's
Matt.
staying with his parents.
Yeah,
bro.
we could still
can
do
still
something if
watch
y'all want.
Okay.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
yeah,
And I
we can do a
listen
little.
to the recording later.
Can you get that to him, or
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm just making sure we gotta know who's. You gotta know who's gonna have possession of it.
Yeah, give it to him.
Sure. Too easy.
Yeah. And then I'll
Let's
be able
not
to
talk
listen,
about being possessed again.
and I'll be able to listen to
But
it.
yeah, I can't go
Right
too
now.
much further without you because obviously once you close the door and go to interact with them.
for your
So
allergies.
thank you. 'Cause I'll be dying.
Because then I got to deal with
My
the fact
eyes
of
watered for 24 hours
now that
straight.
they
the other
successfully
day.
got rid of all your friends, how you're going to handle both of these CR5s all by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to cut that eye out.
I need a matching set.
Just
Like
so
Hunter
we're-
Hunter.
Just so we're
Almost
clear,
like you could use the protector
I
to
said I
protect the
didn't
same
enter the
pipe.
house. I didn't say I walked away. Just so we're clear.
Which is why we might not be able to go too much further.
What you want to do? What you trying to do?
Well,
It's all right.
I'm gonna let you clear out, and then
Oh.
I'll discuss with them real quick. And
Okay.
like I said,
Is this
it
yours?
we probably won't.
Yeah, I read it down.
You're probably not going to miss much because there's not going to be a whole lot more that they can do.
Okay.
Until I know you've used that cipher,
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't go too far because
You know there's something fishy going on.
and you were injured,
Yeah, in the fight with them.
and I'm just not trusting the whole situation.
Daddy is down 6, and Mom is back to being fine.
Here's your,
I do know that.
I read them down.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Where did they go?
I really do miss the dude on my team that can make mud dolls, though.
He was a great guy.
Well, he was.
You know I can make mud dolls.
Oh. Can we do that?
This
Just
is
keep that
goes in.
consistent. Because when the enemy can use them and I can't, oh god, that's a problem.
Thing goes here,
They're not even that expensive.
and then the charger does not go in here. It goes in my backpack. But
Okay, gotcha.
you need
Okay.
it to power the thing.
Too easy.
All right, guys.
All right.
See y'all on the next
Not a
I'll
problem.
bring it into work tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll stop by and pick it up.
All right, buddy.
Later.
See you next time. So about the
Now
only
that he's got
No, legitimately, now that he's gone, the question you told him to ask with the feather would have bombed.
Will you stop the recording? Sorry.
Huh?
Come here real quick. We
yeah,
stop
you
the
know what, we
recording.
may as
Let's
well.
go ahead and stop it.
Yeah, because all they're going to have time to do is a conversation. I'm going to let them talk to her,
Okay.
which would be a conversation
too
you
easy.
weren't present for anyway.
Okay, and then catch up.
But
Do you
then
want-
I can't go much further than
Hold
that.
on, let me say
because-
this.
You want?
Unplug
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say.